where now you always have to evolve, like, right? And he's like, whereas the fact of the matter is, yeah, we always try to get better, but, you know, I can still be me.
Right. And it's like, another thing that I've said before is like, just said in, I don't know if it was out of stupidity or ignorance, but like, I've said like, yeah, you kind of have to reinvent yourself every year, but like, I almost like took that to heart, like because I said it, I then tried to do it. And it's like, you don't really have to reinvent yourself, but you do have to find different ways to get back to your strengths, different ways of pitching with your strengths, not doing something totally new that you haven't done in the past.
The voice of Garrett Crochet, today's 2-Minute Grill with Brad Foe. The Grab and Go is presented by the Bees Knees Benefits app. Make it part of every game day and get 50 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up or $5 off in store. Download the Bees Knees Benefits app today and start saving. Terms apply. It's really interesting, and it's honestly, like, it's so cool to hear an introspective Garrett Crochet. It's obviously not cool what happened 5 days ago in Minnesota when he really struggled and gets hit around against them, but that is somebody that is always thinking, right? And hopefully we play today, because it would be very interesting to see how all of the thought that you just heard over the last few minutes translates to on the mound against the Detroit Tigers. We're scheduled for a 4:35 first pitch today at Fenway. First pitch is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. We're going to hear from Alex Cora a little bit later on. Will Fleming will talk to him. Alex on WEEI, brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Ford's the official vehicle of that dirty water and the official vehicle of Major League Baseball. Will joins us on the other side. We'll get you set for first pitch today between the Red Sox and the Tigers. I'm Cooper Boardman. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
It's another high-stakes morning in the arena, Bobby.
Ooh, it's the Boston Celtics scratch ticket.
Good choice. You could win up to $35,000.
Ah, he didn't win.
That's a foul for tossing a non-winning ticket before entering the second chance.
Even a missed shot could mean home game tickets, Celtics merch, dinner with a legend.
Oh, the next player's up. She's scratching. Oh, she's done it. Rhode Island Lottery. Turn the everyday into game day. Enter at RILot.com or with the RI Lottery app. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back live at Fenway, the Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers, hoping for a 4:35 first pitch from rainy Fenway. Cooper Boardman back here with you. Reminder that you can watch the Red Sox pregame show live on Twitch. Just follow WEEI, brought to you by Subaru of New England. Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Love is blooming. Will Fleming is here.
I guess so. Well, especially for you, Coop. Good Lord. I'm a little bit hurt still that you didn't tell me you have, you're betrothed. Mm-hmm. You're now engaged. Thanks for not telling me.
Yeah, I wanted the in-person of it all. And
no, you didn't. I told you that I knew. Congrats to you and Sarah. That's awesome.
Thank you very much. Our hearts are bursting today.
Yeah.
You think we're going to play?
I do. I think the tarp will come off in, well, here you go. I'm Nostradamus. I think they'll take it off here any minute. They need to get this thing in. Marathon Monday is such a special day in Boston. It might be a grind. It's not ideal for Garrett Crochet to need to try to find himself again in these conditions, but they'll play. And I think they would not start the game on time at the new scheduled time if they didn't feel pretty confident that it's going to be okay throughout the day. It's not going to be fun for anybody, but both Garrett and Fromber will have to deal with it. And, yeah, buckle up. I think we're going to play and go straight through.
You just brought up Crochet. We just listened to Garrett talk for a few minutes, and the word that came to mind for me was introspective.
Yep.
About who he is. And, like, this is a guy that is always kind of on the prowl for the next step. When you have a start the way he did 5 days ago, you know he's going to be thinking about it. What is your sense of where he is and the guy that we're going to maybe see today?
I'll tell you in 5 hours, right? I mean, it's a really important start. I mean, one of the things, you use the word introspective, and I think that's interesting and true. This is a guy who, for most of his life, the stuff has just played. And it's not been hard for him, including last year, including the first start this season. I'm always fascinated by the elite athletes and how they evolve and how when they hit their first major bump in the road, how they adapt to that. Because it was shocking to see him the way that he was last time out. And, you know, it's kind of arm side misses. And we were all worried that he was hurt. Thank God he's not. It seems like that's not the issue. So it's a more workable, fixable problem. And, you know, sometimes mechanics get out of whack. Alex Cora talked about that. Can he land stuff away? Like the Twins have done it to this dude, Valdez. They did it to Reagans. They did it to Skubal, all the best left-handers. So he was like the last in a conveyor belt of lefties that they mauled. And the thing for Garrett today, I'm sure we know how this game works, that the Tigers have seen the tape. They want to be sure that Garrett could prove to them that he can land stuff away to righties. He didn't do that at all, so they hunted fastballs in. They destroyed him. I'm not even a little bit worried about him. If the health is fine, he's a worker, he's a thinker, he's pissed off, which is great. I mean, he is everything that all the great Red Sox pitchers have been, so I expect him to be really good today.
Something fun to the idea that, like, you know he's going to get on the mound and be pretty mad about what happened, and we'll see kind of how all that shakes out. Last one for you, like on the other side, offensively, just big picture, as you look at 1 through 9 today, against a left-handed starter, where, and it's like an unanswerable question because if we had the answer, it would happen, but where does the offense come from right now?
It needs to be Contreras. It needs to be Story. Look, the Red Sox can win a lot of games this year with the model that they built, but they better start proving it. I mean, they're all in on this idea of if you pitch, you win, and that's been true, right? What are they, 8-0 when the starter goes 6 or more innings? That can't be the only way you win. I'm sorry. Baseball is simple in that way, where if you pitch well, you win. Well, great. You need to do other things. And, you know, they made the decision to come into this season without enough right-handed hitters. Maybe enough's not the right word, but they didn't add one more. And it sure looks like so many days this year that they could use that one more obvious power-hitting right-hander. They don't have it. And so, you know, and the way that it sort of plays out is that, you know, Trevor can win you games, but as we know, he is just up and down and so streaky. So the answer is it's got to be Anthony, Duran, those guys, right? I mean, they have not done enough early in this season. That's just full stop. The plain truth of the matter that their best players need to be their best players. And so far, you know, Willier had the great 2 weeks to start the season, so his numbers still look good, but lately he's not done enough. So you need Anthony, Duran, Abreu. These are your elite hitters. As the way this roster is built, they need them to produce, and that is the simplest way out.
Today can be the day. We'll see. Well, thanks. We'll talk to you at 4:35.
Thank you. I'm going to go get ice cream. Appreciate it.
Nice. We'll Fleming.
Even on a cold day. Come on. And come on, man. Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
I'm still mad at you for not telling me.
We're going to sort that over the next few hours.
Thanks, bud.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks will have the call for you coming up again. 4:35 between the Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Will join us again in just a moment. He's going to sit down with Alex Cora, presented by your New England Ford dealers. I don't know if they're talking ice cream. They are talking Garrett Crochet, a little bit of the offense, and hopefully what we'll see today. We'll step aside. I'm Cooper Boardman. It's the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
It's another high-stakes morning in the arena, Bobby.
Ooh, it's the Boston Celtics scratch ticket.
Good choice. You could win up to $35,000.
Ah, he didn't win.
That's a foul for tossing a non-winning ticket before entering the second chance.
Even a missed shot could mean home game tickets, Celtics merch, dinner with a legend.
Oh, the next player's up. She's scratching. Oh, she's done it. Rhode Island Lottery turned the everyday into game day. Enter at RILot.com or with the RI Lottery app. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees, we provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
What's going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's VUORI.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bullspend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When I damaged my car, I was worried it could be a long process to take care of it, like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
I've definitely already been here.
But the Geico app let me file a claim in under 2 minutes.
It feels good to get help quick. It feels good to Geico.
When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Once upon a mundane morning, Barb's day got busy without warning. A realtor in need of an open house sign? No 50 of them, and designed before 9.
My head hurts.
Any mighty tools to help with this plight?
Aha!
Barb made her move. She opened Canva and got in the groove.
Bulk creating Canva sheets. Create 50 signs fit for suburban streets.
Done in a click, all complete.
Sweet!
Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
You're about to hear from the manager. Red Sox and Tigers coming up live from Fenway Park. Cooper Boardman back here with you. Before we go further, let's take 10 seconds, pause for station ID along the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Red Sox and Tigers. Sox are 8-12, Tigers at 11-10. The Alex Cora interview, we talk to him before every game, including this one, of course. Alex on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Ford, the official vehicle, that dirty water, and the official vehicle of Major League Baseball. With Will Fleming, here's the manager, Alex Cora.
Game 3 with the Detroit Tigers with the manager, Alex Cora, and AC. Skubal on the mound last night. You knew it would be a tall order. You did have chances, though. Didn't quite cash them in. What did you think of the overall game last night?
We chased too many pitches. We had bases loaded, no outs. We only scored 1. We saw the wrong ones there, and then first and third, we did the same thing. And Bello wasn't great, right? He was inefficient in the first inning. Then he gives up the homer, then a walk, the double by Javi. I think we put ourselves in a bad spot with the walks. But it was only 4 runs, right? And we expect to win those games. I think Moran did an outstanding job, Weiser and Kelly. And offensively, we left a lot out there. With guys like that, you have to chip in. You cannot think 4. If you run into 4, that's great, But in those moments, try to get 1 here, 1 there, and put pressure on them. He was out in the 7th inning, in the 6th inning. So we had 3 innings to work, but it wasn't enough.
It seems like such a hard thing for an offense to do, to try to be more patient when they're pressing maybe a little bit. How can you get the group to sort of stop doing what you're talking about, chasing pitches out of the zone?
I don't know about the pressing thing. I think we have a good week offensively. Yeah. We did a good job in Minnesota and St. Louis. It just happens, Mice did an outstanding job on Friday. I thought his stuff was actually better than Skubal's. Yesterday, we didn't execute our plan, and I think he deviated from what he usually does. He saw us chasing changeups downs in the zone and fastballs up and away, and that was it, right? So you just got to be disciplined, take your walks, throughout the first part of the season. We had some good games at not chasing, and when we do that, we usually score a lot of runs. We did it against Milwaukee, we did it in St. Louis, right? Seems like the big rallies, there's something going on in the bases, 2 walks here and there, a stolen base, put the ball in play, and big things happen, and that's what we got to do.
How about Moran? I mean, he really seems to be really thriving and earning himself more and more trust, I would imagine. Every time you put him out there, he does good stuff.
Throwing strikes. I think that's the most important thing, although yesterday he was a little bit inconsistent with that, but I think the stuff he's playing, velocity's up. The cutter has been a good weapon against both lefties and righties. And one thing that we wanted to solve is lefties, right? Throughout his career, he's been inconsistent doing that. He's been really good against righties because of his changeup, and so far so good against lefties.
How about Bello? I mean, he has such good natural stuff. What do you see when you watch him? He's trying to work in all these new weapons, trying to do different things. What did you make of yesterday?
He put himself in a bad spot in the first inning with the green walk, right? You got lefty at the plate. You're 1 pitch away from getting an inning. That should be his mentality, right? Sinker ball pitcher that keeps the ball down. They hit a ground ball. It's either a miss-hit ball that goes through the infield or a ground ball right at somebody. But you have to give yourself a chance for that, and we didn't do it yesterday. We walked Green, then we walked Carpenter, right? And we had him 1-2. He made some pitches, and then, he ended up walking him. We walked Perez after the homer, right? And for how bad that first inning was, it was only a 1-0 game. So, his mentality should be, okay, cool, I got away with that one. Let me push and go through 5 and give our team a chance to win. And he was doing that until it didn't happen, right? And he knows that he needs to be better.
How about Wilson in that big spot? It looked like the pitch was way down. He doesn't challenge it. Seemed like a spot that really would have benefited from one. How about, is there ongoing dialogue with your players about being more aggressive now that the season goes on?
He thought it was a strike, so there's nothing you can do.
So it goes. How about Crochet today? I mean, it's a weird day with the weather. We know what happened last time. How do you manage his sort of mindset with unknown weather today?
He's ready to go. And obviously, there's a lot of people up there making decisions. We'll see how it plays out, but the hope is to play today, avoid the doubleheader in Marathon Monday here, right? It's a special day, and to play two, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
We want to play and then just go over there and wait for the marathoners. So hopefully we can play it. There's no interruptions. He pitches a good game, and we win the game.
It's interesting, Alex. You're a marathon runner yourself. This is the most special weekend in our city by far. And you walk around town, you see all the people in the jackets, the energy. Weather aside, it's just an incredible thing to be a part of, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yesterday was a cool day. We ran the 5K. Joe Cronin, Peter Fatz, and myself.
Who won?
We tied. Yeah, we tied. But everybody's out there. I just dropped Gavi Vasquez and Angelica at the expo, and you see the hats and you see the jackets and you see people running. Yeah. It's cool to be here. The Celtics are playing. I don't know. The Bruins play tonight. I'm not
do?
Sure. They play tonight. We play tonight. Hopefully we play today. And just the vibe, and that's what makes this city special. And it should be a great day tomorrow.
Monasterio continues to do good things. No matter what you do, when you put him in there, he develops and he contributes.
Yeah, and you know what? You see him as a utility guy, right? And all of a sudden he's scuba and you're hitting second, right? And he put good at bats, He gave himself a chance to hit the ball the other way. He stole a base. He played good defense, and he's a good player, a very intriguing player that he keeps learning about us, and we keep learning about him. And so far, so good.
Always a smile on his face too. I mean, seems like your kind of guy. No matter when you see him, how you see him, he seems upbeat all the time.
Yeah, he is. It's in that challenge in Minnesota.
middle, it's okay. And so today you get Framber, and you got a huge history with him. You know this dude. Is he different now than he was with the Astros? What's the plan of attack?
Same thing. Get him up. Make sure you take the humble approach. Don't try to do too much, especially now. You saw it yesterday. The ball is not carrying. It did to left field, but to center field isn't out. So try to stay humble. Get your base hits. Put pressure on him. We did it last year. It happened fast, right? We ran the bases well. We bunted against him. All of a sudden, it was a 5-spot. So hopefully we can do that again, and the big boy can pitch a great game for us.
We talk about the lack of challenge from Wilson, but his defense has been unreal. I mean, it's amazing how much first base defense can change everything. What do you make of the way that Wilson's handled the glove over there at first?
Fearless. There was a ball yesterday that it was right at Izzy, and he took 3 steps that way, and he came back, and he didn't give up. He doesn't want the pitcher to cover first to finish the play. He knows that he needs to finish that one. Got to the back very easy and made the play. Starting the 3-6-1 or the 3-6-3 has been amazing. He has a cannon. Always locked in with Flores, moving around, just thinking about the next play. At one point this year, we're going to see it. There's going to be a minute second with no outs, and he's going to be playing in, and somebody's going to hit a rocket at him, and he's going to throw to third, and he's going to get him. So just for a guy that had never played the position until last year, it's good to see, and I hate predicting stuff, but if he keeps doing this, he has a really good chance to win the Gold Glove.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it. A couple more quick ones. Connor's not in there today. Obviously, this weird schedule this weekend, he's been so good for you. How about the defense? I mean, he looks so confident behind the plate, trying to keep balls fair, kicking it to himself. He's taking charge behind the plate, isn't he?
Good athlete. We knew that, and little by little, he's gaining confidence. Parker got here last year, and he's really good at what he does. Tech is always on top of them, and he just last year, he didn't get the reps, right? He played well early on. George got him, and then after that, 2 rehab games and back to action, and it just didn't work out. So he didn't have too many repetitions to work on his thing behind the plate, and we saw the progress, but Carlos did an outstanding job this year. He's healthy, swinging the bat well. Carlos has struggled a little bit towards the end here. I mean, towards the end of the week, right? And giving Connor some at bats is key of the whole thing, right? Keep them both fresh. And like you said, this weekend is a tough one. 7, 4, now 4, tomorrow 11.
Whatever.
Yeah, tomorrow 11 is not easy in their bodies. We're gonna be able to slow it down from Tuesday on, but it made sense to play Connor those 3 games in a row with the off day, and now Carlos most likely would play today and tomorrow.
And last thing, you're an appreciator of baseball. In the moment, the history of it, I think it's cool to see Roman and McGonigal kind of square off in this series. I know it's early in their careers, but it feels like the two of them might be two of the great young players in the game. First blush at McGonigal, what do you make of him? They have the same kind of approach at the plate.
Yeah, gritty player, to be honest with you. Moves well defensively. His future is a shortstop. I truly believe that. But the at-bat is a good one. I believe that at one point he's going to have to make some adjustments because of his stride and the leg kick. But so far, so good for them. He's a guy that he finds the barrel of the ball. He hangs in there with lefties, which is very important, right? Because they both are going to play against lefties, and they have a good one.
We appreciate it. Good luck with the rain and good luck with the game. Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Alex Cora, the manager of the Boston Red Sox, once again brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Remind you, too, you can watch the Red Sox pregame show live on Twitch. Just follow WEEI, Let Love Bloom in a 2026 Subaru, and find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We'll step aside. We'll tell you what you need to know about Garrett Crochet as he takes the mound again for the Red Sox today at Fenway Park. And we got baseball for you. The tarp is off the field. The rain is not falling right now. The lights are on. And the Red Sox and the Tigers set for a 4:35 first pitch today here from Boston. I'm Cooper Boardman. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today and feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
Wake up.
In the U.S., someone develops Alzheimer's disease, AD, every 65 seconds. Timely assessment of cognitive impairment provides an opportunity to take action and make a difference for patients, family, and caregivers. Healthcare providers can initiate an evaluation of cognitive impairment with the help of validated cognitive assessment screening tools. If cognitive impairment is found, it may be time to refer your patient to a specialist to support further evaluation and care. Learn more at timeheidesalz.com. That's timeheidesalz.com. This information is provided by Lilly USA, LLC.
If you work in university maintenance, Grainger considers you an MVP because your playbook ensures your arena is always ready for tip-off. And Grainger is your trusted partner, offering the products you need all in one place, from HVAC and plumbing supplies to lighting and more, and all delivered with plenty of time left on the clock, so your team always gets the win. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, visit Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
It's another high-stakes morning in the arena, Bobby.
Ooh, it's the Boston Celtics scratch ticket.
Good choice. You could win up to $35,000.
Ah, he didn't win.
That's a foul for tossing a non-winning ticket before entering the second chance.
Even a missed shot could mean home game tickets, Celtics merch, dinner with a legend.
Oh, the next player is up. She's scratching. Oh, she's done it. Rhode Island Lottery turned the everyday into game day. Enter at RILot.com or with the RI Lottery app. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's VUORI.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Fenway Park, Sunday afternoon. Moments away from actual baseball. I'll be honest, I was walking over here, 4 hours ago with under the deluge, raincoat on. Didn't know if we were going to get to this moment. Tarps off the field, no umbrellas in sight, a few ponchos, and we're going to have a ball game for you at 4:35 between the Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Cooper Boardman, again, back here with you. Let's get you the farm report. A look at what's happening down on the farm, brought to you by United AG and Turf. Together we're unstoppable. Together we're united. It's just a really weather-related deal, but Peyton Tolley was scratched from his scheduled start today in Nashville for AAA Worcester. Alex Cora said at pregame that if the Red Sox were not to play today, which of course we didn't know when we woke up this morning, they had already moved the game time, Peyton would be in the mix to pitch tomorrow in some capacity on Patriots Day. So Tolley scratched. He would be available if this game was suspended. You had to play a little bit extra. If you had to play a full 9 on top of the 9 already scheduled for tomorrow. But again, we'll keep an eye on that as things go along today. Subaru of New England scoreboard update. Let love bloom into 2026 Subaru, and find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Rain is just killing the East Coast right now. The Yankees and Royals at Yankee Stadium are at a rain delay. That was a game that was supposed to start at 1:35. They still have not thrown the first pitch of that game. Ryan Weathers will start for New York in that one. The Guardians lead the Orioles 8-4. They're in the top of the 9th inning in Cleveland. The Rays already lost today 6-3. Shane McClanahan struggled a little bit against the Pittsburgh Pirates on the road. Mitch Keller, the winner in that one, he's 2-1 with a 2.79. Blue Jays, who right now are in last place in the American League East, lead the Diamondbacks 2-0. The Jays are 7-13. They've won just one game away from Rogers Center so far this year. Red Sox will see them 8 days from now in Toronto. Sunday Night Baseball at 7:20. Following this one, the Braves and the Phillies. It's Grant Holmes versus Andrew Painter in that one. And probably the best score of all, Celtics 123, Sixers 91. Seas win game 1 in the Eastern Conference postseason. Again, Subaru of New England scoreboard update. Let love bloom into 2026 Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Get you a quick look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, as we meet today's players. Roman Anthony leads off and plays left. He's followed by Andrew Monasterio, the first baseman, batting second. Wilson Contreras hits third. He's the DH. He's followed by Trevor Story. Still looking for his first hit in the series, the shortstop batting cleanup. Wilyer Abreu had one of 4 hits off of Tarek Skubal yesterday. He's the right fielder, batting fifth. Cedon Rafaela had the only extra base hit yesterday off of Skubal, the center fielder, batting sixth. Caleb Durbin hits seventh and plays third. Carlos Narvaez bats eighth and does the catching. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the second baseman, rounds out the Red Sox lineup with the man on the mound, who I'm going with the lock of the game, presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. You have to feel like Garrett Crochet is going to bounce back today after the pain that was on Monday in Minnesota. He's talked a lot about it. You heard from him earlier on the pregame show, guy who has been thinking about what transpired at Target Field. Just feel like today is the day for it to be different as he wears the bright yellow jersey and the white pants warming up in the bullpen in right center field. That'll do it for us. Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks will have the call for you. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox and the Tigers next, right here. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
If you work in university maintenance, Granger considers you an MVP because your playbook ensures your arena is always ready for tip-off. And Granger is your trusted partner, offering the products you need all in one place, from HVAC and plumbing supplies to lighting and more, and all delivered with plenty of time left on the clock, so your team always gets the win. Call 1-800-GRANGER, visit Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
It's another high-stakes morning in the arena, Bobby.
Ooh, it's the Boston Celtics scratch ticket.
Good choice. You could win up to $35,000.
He didn't win.
That's a foul for tossing a non-winning ticket before entering the second chance.
Even a missed shot could mean home game tickets, Celtics merch, dinner with a legend.
Oh, the next player's up. She's scratching. Oh, she's done it. Rhode Island Lottery turned the everyday into game day. Enter at RILot.com or with the RI Lottery app. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Granger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Granger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
What's going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's VUORI.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It is gone! Say down! Say good night! Swing and a miss, strike 3, it's over! And the Red Sox win! Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win!
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Subaru of New England. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event.
23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Nissan. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good. By Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. 110 Grill. Visit any of their 33 locations all throughout New England. McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services.
Way back by the wall. Off the wall, the Red Sox win.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig.
Way back! Grand slam!
Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit NorthShore.com. Veterinary Emergency Group. Sponsored by Veg. ER for Pets. The official emergency veterinarian group of Red Sox Radio. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fenway Park on a dreary gray Sunday afternoon. A delayed start time, but it looks like we're in the clear and we will have a ball game here today. The third of a four-game series on Marathon Weekend between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. The Sox neutralized in large part due to Tarek Skubal yesterday. The clubs have split the first two of this four-game set. And today, a big-time opportunity for Garrett Crochet on the mound for the Red Sox against Framber Valdez, a familiar foe on the other side. Big offseason acquisition for the Tigers. We are celebrating the marathon all weekend long. The Achilles Freedom team will be at the start line in Hopkinton tomorrow morning. Is here throwing out the first pitch. It is just an absolute celebration of the spirit of Boston here this weekend. The Sox come into play today, having taken one of these first two against the Tigers. They are now back 4 games under 500, 3.5 out in the AL East behind the Tampa Bay Rays. Meantime, the Tigers, with a win yesterday, move one back above 500 at 11-10. Time now for our national anthem, which is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace always has the best deals on the Red Sox and all your favorites in sports and entertainment. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
And now, here to perform the national anthem is a group of 9th graders hailing from all over the world who, through athletics, arts, and coursework, strive every day to become leaders in their community. From Deerfield, Massachusetts, please welcome the Eaglebrook Ad-Libs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
The Eaglebrook ad-libs. That was certainly an ad-lib on our Star-Spangled Banner. I've not ever heard it sung quite like that. We set the scene on a gray day at Fenway Park. The Red Sox back in the old retired City Connects. The yellow unis try to move ahead in this 4-game series. Delighted to welcome Will Middlebrooks into the booth. I'm Will Fleming as we get through today. Marathon Monday tomorrow. So imperative that the Red Sox get this game in and not have a doubleheader tomorrow. I think that the Tigers, the Red Sox, everybody in Big League Baseball did the right thing, moving the start time back. And Garrett Crochet has completed his warm-up tosses in the right field bullpen, and it looks like he will start the game on time and be able to do so without precipitation in the area. Well, this is an interesting backdrop here today because I can confidently say that I've never come into a game that Garrett Crochet pitches and felt less certain about what we're going to see from him.
I think this is going to be a good one. I have that feeling. I just do. You know, he knows what he's coming off of. I think he comes out guns a-blazing. He punched out 8 times last year. A lot of people won't agree with me here. I think he's nails today. This is a tough day to hit. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, and I've talked about it ad nauseum. If he can get a 2-seamer or a 4-seamer and able to pitch arm side away from these righties, it's going to open up that inner half again because they're going to have the same scouting report, same game plan as Minnesota did. Why would you not?
You know, Cooper Boardman did a great job on the pregame show today. He didn't tell me he was engaged, and I'm still really upset about that with him. But he did play a lot of audio from Crochet talking about that very thing, about some mechanical tweaks and just kind of getting back in that lab and understanding what's going on that outer half.
Yeah, and look, velo down a mile an hour or not, the command wasn't there. And as an ex-hitter, as someone who would be in these advanced meetings and when you're coming up with a game plan against an ace, a Cy Young type guy like Crochet is, you can't cover the whole plate, right? And for him, for right-handed hitters, you have to look inner third. He's going to live in there when he's good. He's going to make you look stupid in there when he's good, but you have to take that chance because those are your best pitches to hit. Now, if he's not landing anything arm side, good luck. Like that, you just turn and burn, and that's exactly what Minnesota did in his last start.
It really was shocking. An inning and 2/3, 9 hits, 11 runs, 10 of them earned, but I'm sort of with you. I think the pig, the beast, whatever you want to call him, I think he has just been boiling inside for the last 5 days. He is not on the injury report, and that's the most important news. We were all holding our breath on that. That injury report is brought to you by CVS. They know that where you get your medicine matters. That's why CVS is by your side right when you need them most. Welcome to CVS, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. It is just about time to play ball. And, Will, how about today's starting lineups?
Lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the Detroit Tigers, Jahmai Jones. They're trying to get him at the top of the lineup as much as possible against lefties. That's his specialty. He'll be the DH. Batting second, Gleyber Torres. Always a threat here with the monster in left. He'll be at second base. Batting third will be Matt Vierling. He'll be in center field. In the cleanup spot, probably the hottest hitter in this lineup, Dylan Dingler. He'll do the catching. Batting fifth, Riley Green. He'll be in left. In the sixth spot, Winsel Perez. He'll be in right. Batting seventh, Spencer Torkelson. He'll be at first. In the 8 hole, Hao-Yu Lee, his second big league game. He'll be at third. And batting ninth will be Javi Baez. He'll play at shortstop. For the Boston Red Sox, leading off in left field, Roman Anthony. He's been looking a little better, a little more balanced. No one looked good against Skubal yesterday. Batting second, Andrew Monasterio. He'll be at first base today. Batting third, Wilson Contreras. He'll be the DH. Get him off his feet for a day. In the cleanup spot, Trevor Story. Hoping some guys can get on ahead of him. Tough one yesterday. His last 2 have been tough, but he's been an RBI machine. He'll be at shortstop. Batting fifth, Wilyer Abreu. He'll be in right. Batting sixth, Cedar Rafaela. He'll man center field. In the 7 hole, Caleb Durbin. He'll be at third base. Batting eighth will be Carlos Narvaez, back in there after a couple off with Wong swinging it as well as he has. He'll do the catching. And batting ninth will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He'll be at second base today. That's your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups.
Here comes the rooster as Garrett Crochet walks out onto the mound here at Fenway Park. It is the story, Will. It absolutely is. This is a guy the Red Sox know is going to anchor their rotation for years to come. But after last season, where he moved past an inning level he'd never known before. I think there are legitimate questions to be asked and answered about how his arm will respond in this year. There's a lot of data out there about guys who go past 180, past 190, over 200 innings in the way that Crochet did. I'm really interested to see how he looks here today.
Yeah, I'm with you. 205 innings last year, 146 the year before. Before that, he was hurt in and out. We had surgeries. He was a bullpen arm when he first got to the big league. So, yes, there are some questions there with fatigue and dead arm and command, and how will he answer after the worst start of his career in his last.
I'm with you, though. The mindset of this guy is that of an absolute bulldog ace. So I think today, quite likely he'll answer all the questions in the affirmative. League leaders brought to you by AZEK Exteriors, the leaders in exterior trim moldings. I mean, it is unreal what Yordan Alvarez has done to start this season. He leads Major League Baseball with 9 homers, then Judge with 8. Jordan Walker, who we saw terrorize the Red Sox, he's got 8. Gunnar Henderson, Brandon Lau, and Murakami, along with Ben Rice, all have 7. All right, here we go. It is go time for Crochet. Jahmai Jones, who's looked really good in this series, is into the right-handed batter's box. The Red Sox in those marathon yellow unis. Monasterio flips the baseball into the stands, and Crochet is just about ready to go. It's a late arriving crowd. Delayed start time, but here we go. First pitch of the game is a little bit high and outside. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Crochet to Jones, and we're underway.
Yeah, Jahmai Jones ambushes against lefties.
1-0. Looped into right field. Abreu just over to his right. He's there to make the play. 105 off the bat, but Crochet with 2 pitches has 1 away.
Well, that was down and away. It was a really good swing by Jones, but that's what I'm looking for. It was a 4-seamer. It was on the outer half. We've talked about that so much, but that's going to be important for today.
Right on time, 4:35 with a new scheduled start as a pitch to Gleyber Torres is right there. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. That didn't catch the official temperature at the time of the first pitch, but got to be in the low 50s. Feels like it's in the 40s. The 0-1 is foul on the first base side.
It's 45 right now. With the wind chill, I'll get you that too. Don't you worry. I got you.
Time and temp brought to you by Plymouth Rock Auto and Home Insurance, made for Boston sports fans. PlymouthRock.com/Red Sox. 0-2, a little bit low. Sweeper. Ball and 2 strikes.
Wind chill's 38, by the way.
It feels every bit of that. And once again, I'm the moron with the windows open.
That's all right. You're my moron.
1-2 to Gleyber. Crochet throws, and a swing and a sawed-off foul on the first base side. Now that is what you were talking about pregame. If you can land it away to righties, they have such a hard time inside.
Look, when you face an ace, a guy with stuff like this, you can't cover the whole plate. It's impossible. Now, if he's only commanded to one side, it makes it much easier at bat.
1-2, 1 down, bases empty, just underway in the top of the first. Crochet quickly into the wind. He throws, and a fastball right there on the inside corner. Cutter, and there's 2 away. First strikeout of the ball game brought to you by Weichert Realtors. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you got a partner who'll guide you every step of the way. Dream, move, home. A little intent behind that from Crochet. That was a beauty. And with 2 down, here's Matt Vierling, right-handed hitter, takes another strike right on the corner, 95, and it's 0-1.
And as much as I'm watching the command, I am still watching the radar gun a little bit with Crochet.
And 95 is good. Early, 0-1. Fouled. Straight back. How's 97 for you?
Yeah, how's that? And, I mean, look, Scooble's velocity was down coming into yesterday. Look, these guys have been pitching in cold weather. It just does not come out the same when it's cold.
Heard that before. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him with a sweeper. Fouled it off, actually, in under the hands. It stays 0-2. This is Garrett's 4th start, rather 5th. It's crazy because of the disaster in Minneapolis, a 7.58 ERA. 0-2 with 2 down and the bases clear. The pitch is just outside. Sweeper. That was close. Good miss, and it's 1-2.
We tried to backdoor it. Almost got it.
Jackets, hoodies, stocking caps all over Fenway Park. 2 down, bases empty in the first. The 1-2. Rip foul. Third base side. Veerling was sitting on something on the inner half, and a cutter spoiled foul.
Yeah, that was on the inner third. It's so tough to keep that cutter fair on the inner third and off the plate in. You're going to see a lot of pulled foul balls.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 12 pitches thrown. The next one is swung on and fouled back 97 miles an hour. This is the thing about aces. It was a delight to watch Skubal. Alex Cora actually thought the Red Sox bailed him out a little bit, that he was missing away with the changeup and they kept chasing it. But there's something so comforting when your horse is on the mound. The 1-2. Line drive into left field. That's down for a hit. Over to his left, Anthony. He cannot cut it off in time. He plays it off the wall. Picks it up, throws to second. Not in time. Head first slide for Veerling. And it's a 2-out double in the top of the first.
Well, that was the sweeper right there from Crochet. And that just got too much plate. Narvaez will set it up, wanting it more down and in, and it just left it arm side, stayed up and middle away where it's very hittable.
Crochet, it was the first start of his career last time out when he did not strike out a single hitter. Of course, he only lasted an inning and 2/3. But right away in Minneapolis, we could tell the stuff was way down. Here now, Dylan Dingler, their hottest hitter. He tries to stop his swing. Doesn't matter whether he did or didn't. A fastball called a strike, and it's 0-1. 4 homers, 14 driven in, but he's having a big series and a big week. Dingler. 0-1. Crochet on the third base side, and now Dingler calls time.
We got to get to May.
It's awful.
This is just not baseball weather. I know we're in New England. I get it, but come on. Give me a break.
0-1 with 2 down. The pitch is called a ball. That was very close. A fastball that tailed away. Narvaez is behind the plate catching. Monasterio at first. Red Sox with Izzy at second, Story at short, and Caleb Durbin at the hot corner at third. 1-1 pitch is just outside. Defensive alignment brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. Anthony in left, Cedon in center, and Willier in right. The bright yellow unis again for the Sox. Runner at second with 2 down. 2-1. Ripped down the left field line, but foul. He was timed up on that cutter. Took a big bite out of a fan, and it stays 2-2.
Yeah, that was a dad stepping in front of his 8-year-old and just wore it in the chest. He actually came down with it. Had a boy right off the bicep.
Survival instincts.
That's
right
why
there.
you do biceps, guys. Never know.
Save the boy. 2-2. He throws, and he misses inside. He yanked that one a little bit. 97 miles an hour. There have been so many thoughts. Is the Red Sox going to challenge here?
It's close. I thought it just missed.
Good spot for it, I think, from Narvaez. And the call, it is a ball. Barely. Man alive.
Confirmed. Boston loses 1 challenge.
Oh, man. 1/10 of an inch.
Less than. Wow. Lance Barksdale's the home plate umpire. I love the challenge in that spot. Get Garrett through the inning.
Yeah, 100%. With this guy at the plate, got to make a pitch here.
Runner at second, 2 down, 3-2. Crochet looks up for it. He throws, and a swing and a foul. That was 95 miles an hour. You got Riley Green on deck, the lefty, so you really don't need to give in to Dingler in this spot, as good as Green is. It's just about the moment in time when you face these guys. Dingler is their guy right now. 3-2. Crochet throws, and a swing and a high drive into left field. Roman back toward the warning track, has no chance. It bounces off the base of the wall, and the Tigers will take the lead. A cutter that was right there is ripped off the green, and it's 1-0 Tigers.
Yeah, that's middle with the cutter there. That was 96 off the bat, right off the base of the wall. Roman didn't have a chance to get to it. Not the first inning you were hoping for.
That's middle, as you said. It's going to get hit by a lot of hitters. And, you know, Will, there's been so much diagnosis of what's going on with Crochet. The arm angle's different. He's releasing it from sort of a lower slot, which makes you wonder how the arm really is feeling. And the off-speed stuff just does not have the same bite. So run in. And again, Green is great, but Dingler's the guy who's so hot. That's a hard pitch to understand right there. Run in, still at second with 2 down. The pitch up and in, buzzes the tower, and it's 1-0.
Well, he has 4 hit batters this year. 3 of them are left-handed.
That's the point you've been making. It is the arm side stuff for Crochet just has not been sharp so far. The 1-0 fouled on the third base side. Sinker 97. That was a good pitch.
What's tough is when you're here at Fenway and a lefty is up there, every lefty is trying to hit it to left field, especially off of Crochet. And you have to pitch in, but if you don't have that command, it gets tough.
He's got a lather working already. The Tigers with a run. The 1-1 fouled off. He came in. That was a beauty. Again, under the hands, 95, 1-2.
Those 3 pitches into Green. You got to think this, trying to go to this sweeper down and away and finish this at bat, get out of this with just 1 run.
He's already thrown 24 pitches. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Elevated fastball, 97, and the inning is over. One mistake to Dingler costs him. It's 1-0 Tigers after half an inning against Framber Valdez, Anthony, Monasterio, and Contreras after this. On the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
It's another high-stakes morning in the arena, Bobby.
Ooh, it's the Boston Celtics scratch ticket.
Good choice. You could win up to $35,000.
Ah, he didn't win.
That's a foul for tossing a non-winning ticket before entering the second chance.
Even a missed shot could mean home game tickets, Celtics merch, dinner with a legend.
Oh, the next player's up. She's scratching. Oh, she's done it. Rhode Island Lottery turned the everyday into game day. Enter at RILot.com or with the RI Lottery app. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
Hi, this is Roman Anthony. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Roman will lead it off in the bottom of the first. The Tigers already with a lead against Crochet and the Red Sox. Anthony and Monasterio and Contreras on a dreary Sunday afternoon. Framber Valdez throws, and Roman takes a ball inside, a sinker. Do they challenge the first pitch? They do.
It looked like every bit of a strike
it
to
did.
me.
Challenging the ball call.
So a couple early challenges against Lance Barksdale, and yeah, that's right there. Strike 1 to Roman.
Call is overturned. It's a strike.
It's cold for everybody, apparently. So the Tigers 2 for 2 so far. 0-1 to Roman. Comes in 236 with a homer. The pitch inside that almost hit him. It is a ball and a strike.
Well, Valdez has been really good this year. 3 of his 4 starts, he's gone at least 6 innings pitched and given up no more than 1 earned run. The one outlier was, shocker, in Minnesota. 5 innings, 10 hits, 8 earned runs.
He's had a lot of success in this ballpark and against the Red Sox. The 1-1 is a ball inside. Curveball. And it's 2-1.
The one outing they really got him was his last start here last year. He did go 6 innings, but he gave up 5 runs in a 6-1 loss.
2 balls and a strike to Roman. Here's the pitch. Roman chops one high to first. It's handled there by Torkelson. Flips underhand to Valdez. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, well, that's what Framber does, right? He's third in baseball with now 36 ground ball outs. He's near the top of the league in just ground ball rate. So much late movement on his 2-seam, his changeup. Lefties have actually hit him decent this year, like 333 against. Righties have a lot of trouble with that sinker changeup combination.
Long history, including in the playoffs against the Red Sox. Fromber, the big offseason ad for Scott Harris and the Tigers. Here's Andrew Monasterio, right-handed hitter. The pitch. He is right there. Fastball in the inside corner. Fromber's first pitch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. Owen Wanda, the man they call Mona. The pitch. Chopper foul outside of third. He's been really good, Monasterio. 4 for his last 9. Overall, 261 in a bench role. He's driven in 3 runs. Fromber will mix and match, as Will told you. Huge pitch mix. Looks on the third base side, the 0-2. Inside, good take from Monasterio. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Fromber he dares you to go up there and try to pull the ball against him, because everything is outside of his breaking ball is moving away from righties.
1-2. Swinging a ground ball, foul outside of third. It is a really interesting point you make, Will, and the Red Sox have either been blown away by him or annihilated him.
Right. It all comes down to approach, and he's a guy, he's got to have his command. It's similar to Suarez, right? If he doesn't have his command, he's not the same guy. And it's just everything, late movement, down and away to righties. If you try to pull him, you're going to roll over a lot.
The light rain begins to fall at Fenway. 1-2 to Monasterio is low. Change up, and it's 2-2.
It's actually raining into the booth right now. So whenever you're ready.
Just begging me to close the window as Monasterio needs a little sticky stuff for the handle of his bat. It is miserable. God bless all the people who are here at Fenway today.
It makes me question the sanity of a lot of people, but thank you.
Question my own all the time. 1-0 Tigers in the bottom of the first. It's just not baseball weather today at all. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Handled there by Baez. He's got it. Throws across in time. And they're 2 away. It'll bring up Wilson Contreras. Defensive alignment brought to you by James Hardy. Their siding is America's #1 brand of siding. That was a little Omar Vizquel from Javi Baez right there. Knowing the runner and getting it there 1 step ahead.
Yeah, drop the knee down, keep it in front. It was hit relatively hard, 93 off the bat. But, yeah, he knew that little internal clock was going.
All the great infielders do. Here's Contreras. He drives one foul and high on the first base side. Now to play, strike 1. Keep you posted on the Subaru of New England scoreboard all day. The Yankees are underway yet again in the Bronx. They had a delay. They lead the Royals 3-0 in the second, the 0-1. Contreras takes a strike on the inside corner, and Valdez filling up the zone, 0-2. 6th best on base average in the American League. And did Wilson challenge that? I think the home plate umpire Lance Barksdale saying to Will Little that did he tap his helmet? Yes, he did. It's interesting because I think Contreras was just adjusting his helmet in that spot.
Right. It was.
Yeah, he did challenge.
It was borderline.
He did. He absolutely patted the helmet immediately. I think maybe the Red Sox caught a break right there. 0-2. Swinging a high drive into left field. Forget about it. Contreras into the monster seats. Why challenge when you can launch? And we are tied at 1.
Oh, boy, did they need that, right? They had not been scoring a lot of runs in first innings. You got a little sinker right there, down and in. Valdez trying to go away with that, leaves it over the heart of the plate. That's what Wilson Contreras has been looking for, and he's going to feast here with the monster. What a swing.
Did they need that or what? He's got the Wally mask on. 4 homers. And here now Trevor's story. It's one of those Contreras moments where he definitely challenged that pitch. It didn't get called, and he was ready. The pitch to Trevor is a strike on the outside corner. Curveball. By the way, when he touched home plate, he had a word with Lance Barksdale.
Well, I look back at the pitch, and it was a ball. So had they done it, I mean, it would have been a 1-1 count instead of 0-2.
That's the first time we've seen that all year. Will Little was like, yo, he patted his helmet.
We
that was
saw
a
it with
challenge.
Riley Green yesterday.
0-1. Wake up, Lance. The pitch is a ground ball up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. The windows will not come down in this booth. We're tied at 1, and Trevor takes the big turn at first. He will hold, and the inning continues for Wilyer Abreu.
Well, Trevor was 0 for his last 8 with 5 strikeouts. Been a tough series for him. That's exactly what he's got to do. That's a changeup down in the zone. We talk about how you have to attack Framber. It's got to be through the middle of the field. That was a great swing against a changeup down.
By the way, the Red Sox have changed their celebration. It's no longer the Roman Anthony TikTok video. They now just sort of make a fist and pat the right side of their helmet as Wilyer takes a strike on the bottom of the zone.
That's part of the dance.
Oh, okay.
That's their singles celebration. Now, the second base, hands on the head, little action.
Well, by the way, that if you haven't seen it, look it up. That video is hilarious.
And he's 15.
And he looks just like he does now. 0-1 to Abreu. Run in, we're tied, and they throw to first. With Story back to the bag standing. Can you imagine, like, the lead up to that video? Like his siblings convincing him to be a part of it?
Yeah, his older sister's like, just do it. No, absolutely not. One day I'm going to play for the Red Sox. They're going to make fun of me.
0-1. Trevor goes. The pitch is outside. Throw to second. Not in time. Head first slide. And Trevor's got a steal. That is his second of the year. They actually called it a strike on the outside corner, so it's 0-2 to Abreu.
I like it, right? One of your better hitters, if not the best hitter in the lineup. Get in scoring position for him. Lefties have had some success against Framber this year.
Well, he's not great at holding the running game either. 0-2 to Abreu. Pitch is low. Good take on a curve. Framber Valdez, we remember it so well. 2021, the league championship series here. He got absolutely destroyed in the first inning. Hit so hard, and he changed gloves. Came back, was more effective. Wonder what was going on there. 1-2, the pitch. Wilyer takes a ball outside of curve. That, to me, that was so blatant. I mean, it wasn't superstition. It wasn't that he wanted to have something different. He kept going to that glove, and all of a sudden, everything started spinning more.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Spoken like a true ball player. 1-1 in the first. 2 balls, 2 strikes with Story and his speed at second. The 2-2 is outside, way outside, and dropped by the catcher Dingler. Yeah, the count is full. Would you ever have pine tar on your glove as an infielder?
Yeah, all the time, especially in cold games, right? You're standing out there, your hands freezing, the ball can get to you and be a little wet from the grass, and you need something. You should have seen Pedroia's glove.
Crime scene.
Crusted.
3-2 to Abreu. The pitch is swung on a line foul on the third base side. By the way, I think there's a fine line. I think there is something to protecting players. We got too crazy with the spider tech. I think hitters would say, on a day like today, give them something to grip it.
Everything. I don't want to get hit in the neck. Come on.
3-2. Contreras has tied it with a homer. Chance to go ahead here. The pitch. Swinging a foul. Wilyer looks balanced again.
He does. That Pedroia glove I was talking about, it was like 6 years old. He called it the house fly. You know why?
Why?
Just can't get rid of it.
I mean, infielders are like that with gloves, aren't they?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Find one you like, you're going to stick with it.
Of course. My rookie year, I used, Petey gave me one of his gloves. I used it my whole rookie year. One of the DP-15s. It was a Wilson glove.
I think Devers used a Pedroia glove as well.
It worked for him. It's got to work for me.
3-2 to Abreu. Is inside ball 4. Nice take there by Wilyer.
Straight it back.
A curveball that missed. They've made Valdez work. And now, with 2 on, a run in and 2 out, here comes Cedon.
Well, Crochet threw 25 pitches. Valdez, this will be number 24. So, making them work. I mean, huge homer by Contreras to just take back some momentum.
If you're at the cask and flagon right now, look out, because Cedon has looked the part. He's 3 for 5 against Framber. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and fouled off. Violent cut at a curveball, and it's 0-1. Let's see.
When he hits it, just yell, 4!
I unfortunately have to do that way too often.
You're a good golfer. I play golf with you. You're good.
0-1 to Cedon. Here's the pitch. It is a strike on the inside corner. Very close with a sinker. I think it did clip the corner. And it's 0-2.
You actually beat me last week. Shot a 77.
The one and only time. Miracles can happen. They can happen to you. 0-2 to Cedon. Here's the pitch. And it is strike three called. Cedon knew it right on the corner, and the inning is over. Contreras, though, ties the game. Crochet is back to the mound after 1-1 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Love paying shipping and delivery fees just to wait weeks for your package? We didn't think so. That's why Lowe's delivers fast and free. All MyLowe's Rewards and MyLowe's Pro Rewards members enjoy free delivery and free same-day delivery on eligible orders. Yep, you heard right. Same day, too. That's just another way members get more at Lowe's. Same day applies to orders over $25. Subject to availability. Restrictions and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Hi, this is Garrett Crochet. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
On we go to the second inning, tied at 1. Garrett Crochet facing Wenzel Perez, and a fastball right in there on the inside corner, and it's 0-1.
Well, big inning right here for Crochet. Needs a quick one. Bounce back.
So does Jemai. Look at him in the dugout. The 0-1 pitch is fouled back to the screen.
We had Jemai on during the pregame show doing a hit, and he's like, there's ice and snow hitting me in the face. I'm like, Jemai, it's 46 degrees. Do you know how this works?
He's an LA guy.
What are we doing?
He's got a stocking cap under the raincoat.
I was like, ice? What?
0-2 is strike three called. Sweeper in the back door beautifully on command for Jemai, and there's one away.
Well, there's a little arm side command for you. Backdoor sweeper, starts about a foot off the plate, comes back, bites the corner. That's exactly how you draw it up.
1-1, Red Sox and Tigers tied in this top of the second. Much better from Crochet. The pitch, strike on the inside corner. Hello to Charlie. He's watching back down in Providence after Little League Day yesterday on the east side with Fox Point Little League. He and Matt are dialed into the game. Your girls are here.
How's his turtle? You got a turtle, right?
0-1 is a little bit outside. I don't think it's too frightened today. 1-1 from Crochet to Torkelson. The pitch is a little bit low. Charlie was doing bunting practice in the hallway today, so we could use him. Toke.
Sharpen the tools.
2-1. Here's the pitch. And that is a little bit outside, a fastball, and it's 3-1.
Well, the arm side command does look better.
It does.
I mean, the mistake on the sweeper, who was it? It was Vierling on the double. That one crept back over the middle, but looks better.
3-1 is a little bit outside. It's interesting. He walks Torkelson there. The mechanics are different, Will. They're a little bit herky-jerky, and whereas last year he would just, with the straight front right leg, point that toe to the sky. Yeah. It's not as high a leg kick now.
And, you know, talking to Lenny DiNardo about it, who is a savant when it comes to pitching mechanics, he thinks he's landing more across his body, too, and which causes his arm to drop even more and be inconsistent with that release point. And that obviously has a lot to do with his command if he's not repeating that release point.
Hao-Yu Lee is a right-hander. He takes ball one on the inside. 1-1 in the second. Crochet at the chest, he throws. Swinging a foul into the mitt. Hung on to by Narvaez. I mean, look, the Red Sox are on all this stuff. I mean, they're dissecting every single pitch, every delivery, but it does look different. 1-1. Pitch. That's got to be a strike, and it is a fastball in the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Yeah, Matt Silvera down in Providence looking after Charlie and Bailey, and he's a baseball man himself. Locked into the Red Sox. Here's a swing and a miss at a fastball, 97 miles an hour, and Crochet already punching tickets. He's got 4, and they're 2 away.
Oh, that was just, here's my best fastball. See if you can hit it, Rook. Blew it past him.
Encouraging signs for sure. And here now, Javi Baez. 1-1 in the second. Pitch. Swing and a foul. He never gets cheated. By the way, 7th batter of the game, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. Baez terrifies me every time he comes to the
He's
plate.
hitting for more average so far this year, too. 278.
Always a threat in this ballpark. The pitch. Swinging a high pop-up on the right side. Will it stay in play? It looks like it. Monasterio and foul ground behind first is there to make the play, and the inning is over. So Crochet works around the walk, and it keeps the Red Sox tied 1-1. It'll be Durbin, Narvaez, and Kiner Falefa right after this on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Opportunity should be about more than opening doors. At Year Up United, it's about opening the world so everyone can find their way. Here, you can learn in-demand skills while earning a weekly stipend working with industry-leading companies. Companies that are looking for someone like you. And with an opportunity like that, there's nowhere to go but up. Learn more at yearup.org.
It's cozy season, and nothing compares to wrapping yourself in a Minky Couture blanket. Luxuriously soft, perfectly warm, thoughtfully made. From movie nights to chilly mornings, Minky Couture turns everyday moments into pure comfort. Once you feel it, you'll understand why it's called the original best blanket ever. Visit minkycouture.com or a store near you and make this cozy season your softest one yet.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
They make Bee's Knees benefits part of your game day ritual. Get 50 cents off per gallon or $5 off in-store when you sign up to save on food and fuel when you download the app or visit beeskneesbenefits.com.
Near the Bee's Knees as Caleb Durbin takes a strike on the inside corner. Dua Lipa gets me going as we go into the bottom of the second inning. Durbin a $133, swings and misses. Had a changeup, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, I feel like this is a bad matchup right here for Durbin, right? He's 64% ground ball rate. League average is 44.
0-2 is check swing. He takes a change low.
He's been hitting a ton on the ground. He's facing a guy who gets just about as much ground balls as any pitcher in the league. And Durbin's been up there trying to pull a lot so far this year.
Narvaez on deck, 1-2. Here's the pitch. And it's right there. I mean, a little low, actually. That was a curveball that looked like a strike, but called a ball, and it's 2-2. Keep you updated on the Subaru of New England scoreboard as we go along. The 2-2 inside. That was a ball. Good take by Durbin. And it's 3-2. Let Love Bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Man, could the Red Sox use their bottom of the order to get going? The 3-2. Swinging a ground ball hard on the left side. Backhanded by Baez on the outfield grass. He intentionally skips it over to first. That is just nasty, and there's one away. That's a freak defender at shortstop for the Tigers.
He goes in the sixth hole, doesn't even plant his foot, just kind of turns and flings it over there all arm on one hop to Torkelson. Gets Durbin by a step.
He's always had a bazooka. And that's just such a good play. Now with one down, here's Carlos Narvaez. Narvaez in a real rut offensively. Down to 195. He swings and misses at a curveball. It's 0-1. What have you seen from Narvaez?
Well, he's been late on fastballs. And generally when that happens, you chase out of the zone because you're starting everything early. You're cheating to the fastball, and I think that's why we're seeing him chase so often lately.
Still light rain falling at Fenway, the 0-1. I mean, that right there, a fastball in the inside half, and it's 0-1. 0-2, I should say. I mean, he's right. That pitch is either off or over the monster. But in an 0-2 hole, the pitch here is fouled off. He's just kind of going back and forth. This is what has made Valdez so good in his career. He really does mix it well.
Well, he lulls you to sleep at times, and then he'll just drop something nasty on you, right? Curveball, sinker, and then here comes the nasty changeup.
0-2. He winds, he throws, and a swing and a foul on a changeup. Carlos stays alive. If for a young player, I'm interested to see how Narvaez responds right now, because it seems clear that Connor, for now, is going to get more run behind the plate.
Got to play the hot hand when you need offense.
0-2. Swinging a high fly toward the triangle in center field, but it hangs up Veerling just in front of the dirt by about 10 feet as they're to make the play, and they're 2 down.
I like that swing a lot from Narvaez, right? He kind of hung in there, worked the count back somewhat in his favor, and then they got a good elevated sinker to hit. You're just not hitting it out to center field today.
Well, that's when he's at his best. Other way. And here now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 190 hitter. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Isaiah just not feeling it at the plate. So little loud contact. If he could reach, Roman would be next, the 0-1. That's just right down the middle at 93. This is what Valdez can do. He keeps you off balance. So 0-2. Quickly pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field, but it hangs up. Wencel Perez is there to make the play. And very quickly down go the bottom third of the Red Sox order. In order. 1-1 after 2 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine. It's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
This year, don't let dry eyes win. Use Sustain Pro. Its triple action formula hydrates, restores, and protects dry eyes for up to 12 hours. Sustain Pro, saving the world from dry eyes.
It's another high-stakes morning in the arena, Bobby.
Ooh, it's the Boston Celtics scratch ticket.
Good choice. You could win up to $35,000.
Ah, he didn't win.
That's a foul for tossing a non-winning ticket before entering the second chance.
Even a missed shot could mean home game tickets, Celtics merch, dinner with a legend.
Oh, the next player is up. She's scratching. Oh, she's done it. Rhode Island Lottery turned the everyday into game day. Enter at RILot.com or with the RI Lottery app. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Overtime duty for the grounds crew at Fenway today. They came out with the rakes and the kitty litter. They've stirred it all into the infield dirt as Garrett Crochet is ready to go for the top of the third. The pitch to Jahmai Jones is a ground ball to short through that diamond dry. Story gloves and throws to first in time, and there's one away.
Hey, now at Shaw's and Star Market, get a chicken meal deal, just $10 for the U Digital coupon. Deli whole roasted chicken, little leaf farm salad, cornbread, and a 2-liter Coke. Limit 1 per customer.
Got a good little leaf salad before the game day. Some beets, some pumpkin seeds. Greenery for me, a rarity. One down. Here is Gleyber Torres.
That's rare. He went to school in Cali.
Here's the pitch. That misses outside. Back then, I was much better about that.
Not the same greenery.
You are the worst. The 1-0 pitch is a little bit at the bottom of the zone. A strike, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-1. Back then, you couldn't really get that kind of green all that often. Now it's everywhere on every corner. 1-1. He is a little bit outside his sinker, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Sox and Tigers tied at 1. Gleyber called out on strikes his first time. Crochet's 2-1. Strike on the outside corner. I'm fascinated by these new mechanics, really. I mean, instead of like that straight leg kick, maybe he thought he was tipping with some of that. I don't know, but it's totally different for him. 2-2. That's more of a high leg kick. Here's a ground ball to second. Kiner Falefa waits deep in the hole. He throws to first in time. And just like that, they're 2 away. That's interesting. Like, that was a higher leg kick on a sweeper. It wasn't his best pitch, but Torres was not expecting it, and they're 2 down.
Got me thinking, like, maybe if someone was seeing something with that, but he was getting hit out of the stretch.
Getting you thinking is hard. He almost gets smoked by a line drive over his head. It right on one hop to Kiner Falefa. He's okay, and so are the Sox. Fastball right over to first, and it's a quick inning for Crochet. Man, that was scary. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-1 of the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up. What's going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's VUORI.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
That electric feel as Roman Anthony leads it off in the bottom of the third against Framber Valdez. Roman grounded out his first time. The pitch is outside. Good take. Alex Cora has made this point over and over again. When Roman walks, good things are coming. 233 with a homer and 3 driven in. It is brutally cold at Fenway today. The 1-0 pitch is a strike. Looked like he was taken kind of all the way there. Wanted something different. It's 1-1.
Well, Crochet, 25 pitches in the first, 14 in the second, just 7 there in the third.
1-1. Roman fooled badly by a curve. That's what Valdez does, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he's adding and subtracting, moving it all over the place.
Roman's going to call for time. This is a guy who at Fenway Park has pitched 4 times to the tune of a 3.86 ERA, but in the playoffs in 21, he was brilliant here. 1-2. Pitch. Roman takes a ball. Sinker. And it's 2-2. Light rain blowing in toward us. Just a miserable day for baseball. Miserable. 2-2. Valdez at the belt. Into the wind he throws, and Roman swings and grounds one hard and foul on the first base side. Well, you've been where he is. Sort of an ascendant rookie. A guy who's got a ton of power. How can he hit the ball in the air more?
He kind of gets steep, right? And steep means he's just coming down towards the ball.
2-2, swing and a miss. He got him on a curveball. Valdez retires Roman. His second strikeout, and there's 1 away.
And when you're trying to not do that, you're trying to make your turn to the baseball and stay in your back hip, stay in your back side to get you on plane with that pitch. As you get out of your backside and kind of slide forward, your swing gets a little steep and across your body, and that's what I'm seeing right now.
Here's Andrew Monasterio. The pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. I don't really like talking too much on these broadcasts about a lot of the metrics that measure hitters these days, because I think people hear enough about numbers and stats in their day-to-day working lives. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. The one thing, though, that Roman does better than almost anybody, which tracks with all the best hitters in the game, is that his bat is in the zone for longer than just about anybody in the sport. And then when he does hit it, it's harder than just about anybody else. 0-2. Here's the pitch, and it is grounded foul outside of third, but it looks a little bit, to your point, more downward these days. Not as much time on a flat plane through the zone.
And that could be, rush swings. There for a bit, he was super late on fastballs, and if maybe you're getting down a little late, you're launching your swing a little late, you rush, and you have to pull it across your body.
0-2 to Monasterio with 1 down in the third. The pitch is strike 3 called. These Red Sox, once again, Valdez is great, but they take too many fastballs for strikes, and Monasterio is gone. There's 2 away.
That was a ball, right? But you lose a challenge early in the game. Now you can't challenge that. That was off the plate in. He's going to keep trying to throw that front door sinker, and that's half a ball off the plate.
They still have not figured out this challenge system. They have not, the Red Sox. Other teams, we've watched it. The pitch to Contreras is a strike on the outside corner. You have to be aggressive with it. On obvious misses, you have to keep the umpires honest. But they are gun shy right now. 0-1 to Contreras. Tied at 1 in the bottom of the third. The pitch is inside. Curveball, and it's 1-1. Feels like a ball club in the Red Sox searching to find its own identity in a lot of different ways, and I think the challenges are part of that. 1-1. Contreras homered and tied the game his first time. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a dirty changeup, and it's 1-2. Fromber looks very good on the mound. It's interesting and so fun to watch these two guys, Crochet and Valdez. They're so different in the way they get it done, but they both do. And now Wilson does what he does, and very late he calls for time.
A little gamesmanship there, just trying to not let Framber get in too much of a rhythm.
1-2 with Story out on deck. The pitch is inside. Good take on a curve. I love that Wilson does that. He drops the bat there to adjust the batting gloves.
Yeah, his wrist guard came loose. Tried to lean it against his leg, but I'm guessing the wind blew it down at this point.
What a matchup of personalities this is. He's 3 for 7 with a double and a homer against Valdez. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a changeup, and the inning is over. Gamesmanship aside, Valdez gets him that time. Through 3, 1-1 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
Love paying shipping and delivery fees just to wait weeks for your package? We didn't think so. That's why Lowe's delivers fast and free. All MyLowe's Rewards and MyLowe's Pro Rewards members enjoy free delivery and free same-day delivery on eligible orders. Yep, you heard right. Same day, too. That's just another way members get more at Lowe's. Same day applies to orders over $25. Subject to availability. Restrictions and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Hey, it's Garrett Crochet. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Top of the 4th at Fenway, 1-1 on Marathon Weekend. Crochet throws, and Dylan Dingler, red hot, takes a strike on the outside corner. Thrilled to be joined by Mihal Chamberlain, the president of Bank of America in Greater Boston. It's Marathon Weekend. Mihal looks like he's ready to run the marathon tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm going to be very happy watching it from the starting line and finish line. I mean, I have a lot of respect for those who are going to do it tomorrow.
One is a little bit outside. Look, it's the most special weekend in Boston all year long, and Bank of America's got a long-standing partnership with the marathon. All the things that you guys do to raise money for so many great causes. We're going to all sit back in awe tomorrow. The 1-1 pitch from Crochet is fouled on the first base side. You got to be proud about your relationship with the marathon.
Yeah, you know, Will, it's a partnership that day one made a ton of sense for both of us, and we were fortunate after Hancock had it for 38 years to get the invite to partner with the BAA.
1-2 pitch. Little liner into shallow right field. That's going to dump down for a hit in front of Cedon Rafaela. It is the essence of this area, this city, this region. As a kid who grew up in Brookline, it's got to mean a lot more to you.
It means a ton. And again, when I go back to the partnership and how it all, you know, we want to partner with iconic brands. And you got to say the Boston Marathon, 130th running of it. That's iconic, the oldest marathon out there, and I think the most famous.
You talk to runners, they are dying to run here as Riley Green takes a strike on the inside corner. You know, Will Middlebrooks, the man to your right, has such a special connection to the marathon. 13 years ago, one Boston Day. And it took on a different meaning that day. And one of the things that I love, Mihal, is that we're kind of coming back from it. The 0-1 is a little bit outside. Green cannot check his swing, and it's 0-2. It's sort of now this perfect blend of honoring the tragedy and also getting back to sort of the festive environment.
I totally agree, and you feel it in Boston today. It's just the town is on fire.
If only the weather were better. The 0-2 misses inside.
Yeah, fire is probably not the right analogy right now.
On that note, I hear, it's going to be mid-40s. That's perfect for runners. Why?
I guess you freeze before, but once you start going, Will, you get it going.
1-2, Crochet to Green. Leadoff man aboard, and that's strike 3 called on the outside corner. That'll heat us up, and Crochet is rolling along. He's got his 5th strikeout, and there's one away.
That was nasty there, right? He'd pitched Green in his first at bat, a lot in that at bat, and then dots a backdoor sinker. That's exactly what he needed against Green.
So one down. Here's Wencel Perez with runner at first. Tied at 1 in the 4th. The pitch is popped up right side of the infield. Kinder Falefa goes out. Abreu comes in. He makes the play. So we know that Bank of America has a great relationship with the marathon. But how exactly do you help so many folks run and raise money for great causes?
Yeah, so we're fortunate to have 193 nonprofit partners in the Bank of America Boston Marathon charity program this year. And, you know, our goal really is to put a spotlight on the runners, make it about them, so people can feel like they connect with a runner and connect with a cause, Will.
Spencer Torkelson takes strike one. I can't stop thinking about what they're thinking right now, right? We're about, 17 hours from the start of the marathon. Just incredible to think about the emotions of all the preparation that went into tomorrow. The 0-1 is fouled off on the third base side.
You know, one of my favorite things that's come out of partnering with the BA in this marathon is being at the finish line, handing out medals, and seeing people that have never run before that are running for a cause. Maybe their loved one had, a disease, or
0-2 is a little bit low,
or something, a friend, a colleague, and they come across after putting so much. They make everything bigger than they are, right? It's all about the money they're raising to find a cure for something that impacted their life.
1-2 is just down in it. It is the human experience, is it not? I mean, it's everything you want to be as a person, and it's distilled in those 4, 5, 6, 7 hours.
It really is, and they come across, they've given it all, and the emotion that they express, I mean, just being there and connecting with those stories. You may see some of them. We have posters around in the commercials, connect with an athlete, connect with a charity, and support a charity. And there's still time to do it, by the way, Will. We're already ahead of last year's number, and there's still time to contribute. So
2-2 is swung on and missed. How can people get involved and continue to contribute?
My runner, my cause, Bank of America, Boston Marathon charity. Look it up online, and I guarantee you'll find one out of 193 that you'll want to connect with.
Garrett Crochet is connecting today. He's struck out 6, and the Red Sox rolling through 3.5, tied at 1. Mihal, thanks so much.
Will, great being with you.
Appreciate
Will,
it.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Go
It's easy in our
Sox.
booth. Same names. 1-1 after 3.5 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps, and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
What's going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's VUORI.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Well, Chef Ron is back at it. AJ Hinch, by the way, wants to come out and talk to Lance Barksdale about something here. And He's relaying that to Wilyer Abreu and the Red Sox. I gotta think they need new rosin maybe on the back of the mound. I'm not sure.
That is exactly what it is. When it's constantly a little light rain and mist, it gets wet and it kind of clumps up and won't work.
I like that they did that. You can't have a pitch clock violation on a day like this.
Well, while we have time, the Red Sox on WEI brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Ford, the official vehicle of that dirty water and the official vehicle of Major League Baseball.
What'd you say? Sorry, Chef Ron brought New England clam chowder, lobster roll, and fries in. It's the New England cafeteria.
Every time he's done it, we've won. That's all I'm saying.
Just keep it going.
If you like winning,
I mean,
keep
the
on
chowder
feeding us.
is ridiculous.
I'm going to get to it in a minute.
Here now, Trevor Story, who singled his first time. 1-1 the score in the bottom of the fourth. Valdez on the third base side. He winds, he throws, and a swing and a miss. That changeup has been effective today, and that's strike one.
That changeup's filthy. There we go. Nesson showing. Nice little shot of the new rosin bag. Rosin bagger.
0-1. Strike on the inside corner. What's it like being a hitter when you know, especially a left-hander, if you're a righty, can land that changeup to take that fastball right there?
So many of his changeups are balls, but it's
0-2 swing and a foul. No, he didn't foul it at all. It's just swung on and missed off the chest protector of Dingler. He tags Story out, and there's one away.
So what makes Valdez tough, if you can slow it down and look at the rotation on the baseball, which a lot of hitters use for fastball and changeup. Normally the rotation is different, and you can pick it up and decipher the pitch type. His is really similar to his two-seamer. And the way he grips it, the way he holds it deeper in his hand, it just comes out slower. It makes it really tough to lay off.
All right, here's Wilyer Abreu with one down. The pitch is down. Fastball, ball one. What does it look like? What's the difference? I mean, we all know intuitively that a changeup is sort of kind of flatter and the spin is not the same. It's not that seams over and over again. 1-0 to Abreu.
Yeah, a lot of good changeups that have that type of movement have side spin to it.
Here's the pitch. And it's outside. So, in other words, as a hitter, you can identify immediately sort of a little more east-west on the seams?
Yes, exactly. But here, I'm going to show you so you can understand this. Look at this.
That's
right
hard
here.
for me.
You see the spin on the sinker? Look at the spin on the changeup.
Very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah.
So that's what makes him so tough is it's just the way he chokes it and it holds it deeper in his hand that gets it to come out slower, but it's the same spin.
2-0 to Abreu. The pitch is a strike. Top of the zone. Sinker. How cool a website is Baseball Savant?
It's amazing. Between that and Fangraphs, I have everything I could ever need.
That's the website you just showed me. And literally, they simulate the spin of the ball on every pitch.
It's all on an axis, so everything's measured nowadays.
2-1. Swinging a chopper. Foul outside of first. I need to measure the spin on this lobster roll as soon as possible.
I wish I could, but you keep asking me questions. So the hitter. Shut up. I'm trying to eat.
I'll leave you alone for a while.
I go take a bite. You're like, so the spin. All right.
I'm trying the lobster now. And Ron makes an unbelievable lobster roll.
Yeah, he makes. He hasn't sent anything that's been not amazing.
2-2 to Abreu. The wind, the pitch. And a swing and a high fly into right field. Back toward the warning track, but it will hang up just a little bit. In front of the Granite City sign just off the end of the bat, and they're 2 away.
Yeah, you could hear it. Just had a little different deadened sound. It didn't have that pop off the bat. Just 95 off of the bat of Wilyer. Just missed that one.
I can tell you the lobster is good again. Thank you, Chef Ron. Normally when he brings food, we win. In fact, by normally I mean every time. Can I tell you how hard I'm rooting for that tradition to continue? 2 down. Here is Cedon, who takes a strike on the inside corner on 1. He just missed his first time. A little bit in between. 2 down, bottom 4. Sox and Tigers tied at 1. The pitch. Chop foul on the third base side. I don't know that when we had Mihal on, I told you that the third inning was brought to you by Citgo, club you want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the app now and instantly save 25 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. 0-2 to Cedon. Pitch. Swing at a chopper foul outside of third. League leaders brought to you by AZEC Exteriors, the leaders in exterior trim moldings. Chef Ron is the league leader in all things culinary. He's awesome. Remember that lamb, or what was it, goat, sort of like pot pie?
Yes.
It was awesome. Duck.
It was duck.
Yeah.
It was duck.
0-2. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch is fouled down the right field line. Just out of play. It stays 0-2. Yankees, they were delayed by rain. They now lead the Royals 4-0 in the bottom of the fifth on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. 0-2 to Cedon. 2 down, bases clear. Pitch. Swing and a foul.
Healthy hack.
Timed up there. Mariners lead the Rangers 5-0. Seattle scuffled a little bit out of the gates with all their pitching. They're 9-13. I like that you got your hand over your chowder to
Using
keep it
as
warm.
No, it's to warm my hand.
0-2. Here's the pitch. Cedon takes the ball down.
Feels great. Try it.
Yeah, the ball is warm. Ceramic hand warming. Perfect.
Take anything.
1-1, bottom 4.
Grew up in Texas and now I live in Florida. Not built for this in the slightest.
Paper thin. 1-2 to Cedon. Here's the pitch, and it is way outside a changeup. Well, that's a big miss for him, and it's 2-2.
He's throwing a lot of breaking balls to Cedon. Go sinker away there. Might go back to that big curveball.
2-2.
Hang it.
Your lips to God's ears. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and driven high into left center field. Back at the warning track at the wall, and it catches green. Cedon is around first, over to second. He banged a changeup off the monster, and he's got a 2-out double.
He's kind of grinded that at bat out, Cedon did, right? Took a couple, fouled off a couple tough ones, got a mistake. 101 off the bat. That is a rare hanging changeup from Framber Valdez. He bangs that off the wall for a double.
So now a big chance for Caleb Durbin. You said it, Will, so often the changeup is the key. I think there are real parallels between Framber and Ranger Suarez. Just kind of command masters.
It's so true. It's so true. Now, you can't go up there and look for his changeup because most of the time it's fading out of the zone.
All right, here's Caleb. Pitch to him is high with a fastball. 72 pitches thrown. This is good work by the Red Sox offense to grind him out here. Well, still with his left hand on top of the chowder. It was lucky for Cedon, so why not ride it? 1-0. To Durbin. Here's the pitch, and it is popped up. And a shallow center field. Coming on is Vierling. In the mist, he's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Double from Cedon, but that's it. After 4, 1-1. Tied up with the Tigers in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
What's going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's VUORI.com/arch. Pregame.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I've never seen a human being devour a bowl of clam chowder faster than Will Middlebrooks just did between innings as we go into the 5th inning. Tied at 1. Pretty good, huh?
Some things you just can't teach. Speed eating, and whoever made that.
Ron is unbelievable. Here is How You Lee. 1-1 to score in the top of the 5th. Strike on the inside corner. Crochet looks great, don't you think?
Oh, much better. And considering the conditions, I know we've talked about it a lot lately, this is hard to pitch in.
Wouldn't know it. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He does not get cheated, Lee. And it's 0-2.
No, he takes massive, as they call it, daddy hacks.
Or gangster hacks?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Second big league game.
See, the smart play is saving the lobster roll, because that's cold, it's fine.
No doubt. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Crochet. Excuse me, fans. Lee, that's 7 strikeouts thanks to the chowder, and there's 1 away.
How about the cheddar? That was 96.
He looks the part again. And, you know, Will, we said this on opening day after sort of a shaky spring training. Not that there's any real doubt, but this sure is a nice deep breath. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. He missed that by 8 feet, don't you think? I mean, he was so late on that fastball 0-1.
Yeah, he was looking for that cutter in. And so many times Javi Baez goes up there and he decides on deck if he's swinging.
Yeah. Alex Cora and Andrew Bailey are just laughing in the Red Sox dugout about what Crochet is doing. He's clearly made some adjustments. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack at a cutter. And it's 0-2.
Did you hear the grunt?
I did. More like an oink, really. That's pretty good.
Like that? Big animal noise guy.
Pitch. Swing and a foul out of the mitt of Narvaez. 96 miles an hour. It stays 0-2. I don't think lobsters make noises. Doug Lane could tell us.
Yeah, no. I mean, what?
Maybe the claws. The 0-2. Line drive. Foul outside of third. What's your best animal noise impersonation?
Oh, I don't know. You're going to hear it at some point once I think of it, but I don't know. That's a tough one.
I had a kid
got one
in the minor leagues. I'm not good at it, but I've met a lot of people who are great. 0-2 to Baez. Swing and a miss. He blew him away.
My goodness.
Oink, oink. That's the 8th strikeout, 3rd in a row, and they're 2 away.
I mean, he hasn't thrown a ball this inning. It's just been filling it up with gas.
And that was that nasty tailing fastball away from the right-handed hitter.
Was that 9?
I got Ocho myself.
Okay, counting's hard. As hard as reading is for me, counting's right there.
Here's Jahmai Jones, who looks at a pitch that misses outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, on the pregame show, I said he's going to punch out 10.
You're on it right now.
So, hum now.
He's thrown 69 pitches. The 1-0 ad is just up and in. Clayton Dill was a young man that I had in the minor leagues with the Potomac Nationals.
I played against him.
2010 from Arkansas, and he would go duck hunting in the flooded plains down there. 2-0 the pitch. Swinging a high shot that's real trouble. In a deep left center field, it's way back, and it is gone. Off the foundation sign and out of here. Jahmai Jones, who is so hot, launches a homer, and it is 2-1 Tigers.
Well, after the domination of Lee and Baez, he gets himself into a 2-0 count, gets a sinker, and this was 109 off the bat, 423 feet. He's had some good swings against lefties, not only this series, but this season.
You know what, Will? I almost said it last time before he grounded out on the first pitch. In some ways, he's so hot, he's the guy in this lineup to stay away from.
Yeah, against lefties for sure.
Here's Gleyber Torres, who takes a sinker outside for ball 1. He is so hot. It's crazy. For a guy batting 176, he's Mark McGwire right now. 1-0 the pitch. is down and in. And not only does Narvaez want a new baseball, he wants to talk it over with Crochet. I hope he didn't see anything there.
Well, as he walked out there, he flipped the ball underhand to Crochet. Crochet was not looking. It just bounced off of him.
110th pitch of the game brought to you by 110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Visit any of their 33 locations all throughout New England. That's a Cooper Boardman favorite, 110 Grill. I mean, why not celebrate your engagement at 110 Grill? Apparently, Coop did it right here in Boston, walked the Common, celebrated.
Those are romantic.
He is through and through. Here's Gleyber Torres, the 2-0. He is a little bit outside with a sinker. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Fourth inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today and your car picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. That is cars with a K. 3-0. Low. Not what you wanted. Homer, then a walk. And the Tigers have 1 on with 2 out.
So odd the way he dominated the first 2 here, and you had that look in his eye. You're like, oh, wait, okay, he's going to get dialed right here. But now the bullpen's getting moving around at 75 pitches.
The other thing to think about is the weather looks really bad in about 30 minutes. So
don't tell me that.
Could be a big sequence right here. Here's Matt Vierling. The pitch to him is down and in. I mean, seriously, like, you have an 11-10 start tomorrow. The last thing you want is to fall behind through the 5th inning, an official game, and then have it get called for rain. Crochet is ready. 1-0 to Vierling, the pitch. That's right there. Fastball, it's 1-1. Red Sox in the bottom of this 5th will have Narvaez, Kiner, Falefa, and Anthony as Vierling, who's doubled and grounded to second, steps out. One ball, 1 strike. Outfield pretty shallow, all things considered, especially Abreu in right. The 1-1 is ripped into left field. That's down for a hit. Roman's got to be careful. He plays the slick hop on 1 bounce, and the Tigers just keep on coming. 2 on with 2 out.
1-1 sweeper from Crochet. Watching the replay now, and yep, just came right back over the middle of the plate. Thrown a few of those today where he's just not getting it to the spot.
What do you think? The emergency alarms can go off, and by that I mean you can turn him off. He looks mostly like himself, but he is not at the top of his form again here today. 2 down. Here's Dylan Dingler. The pitch, ripped foul on the first base side. Well, this is an enormous spot. We felt it with Jahmai Jones at the plate. This dude right now is destroying pitching, and a right-handed hitter against Crochet. The game is kind of on the line right here.
Well, that first swing was pretty comfortable.
He is doubled and singled today. The 0-1 is a little bit outside a sinker. And it's 1-1. You got Riley Green on deck. And again, to me, this is one of those spots, Will, where you kind of have that closer mentality. There is a base open. It might be third base, but don't give in to this guy. 1-1. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch is up and away. Now, Crochet never thinks that way. He thinks his stuff is better than your bat. But right here, right now.
Yeah. And I need Narvaez to set up a little bit later. I'm watching Gleyber Torres at second base. When he set up away, he took a step towards second. When he set up in late, he would take a step towards third.
In this time, and a pitch is dropped by Narvaez. A cutter, and it's 3-1.
You know, that's normal in baseball, right? If a catcher's going to set up early enough for you to relay it, you're going to tell him. Got to set up a little bit later.
It's not like Crochet needs an early target either. What a pitch this is right here. 3-1. Tigers already lead 2-1 with 2 on and 2 out. Crochet is ready. The pitch to Dingler, swinging a high drive into center field. Cedon back onto the warning track. He cannot get it. It is gone. A homer to center field. A 3-run bomb. Cannot make that pitch in that spot. And it is 5-1 Tigers. I'm sorry, Will. With that hitter in that count, that is a big no-no. And the Tigers burst ahead.
Well, the homer to Jahmai Jones was in a 2-0 count. Dingler, 3-1 count, right? Just getting behind these hitters I mean, that ball's pummeled. On a day like this, the wind's blowing in, it's cold. Gosh.
2 down. Here's Riley Green, who fouls it off on the third base side. I know Green is their best hitter on paper, but that's just not important day-to-day in baseball. Dingler's hot, so too Jones, and they've made mistakes to their hottest hitters. 0-1. Man, wild times with Crochet. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 to Green. Look, he was great. He showed signs of velocity back, but this is not the Garrett Crochet that we know. It is not.
I mean, it was up until the homer.
0-2 is inside with a sweeper, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I was right there with you saying he looks just like himself. 2 punch-outs to start this inning, 2 strikeouts to start this inning, and then the 2-0 homer and 3-1 homer.
1-2. Pitch way high. And again, just like last night with Wenzel Perez, the walk to Glaber really set the wheels in motion in this inning.
4-pitch walk, right?
5-1 Tigers. Garrett throws way outside. The arm angle is different, and the breaking stuff does not have the same snapping action. 3-2. This will be his last inning, I think. The pitch is chop foul. I think almost no matter what. I mean, it's a 4-run deficit. Bullpen going. It looks like Ryan Watson is throwing. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, 4 in. The pitch fouled on the third base side, according to Cooper. Before that Jahmai Jones at bat, he'd thrown 74% of his pitches for strikes, and then after that, 10 of his next 15 pitches were out of the zone. So he fell off. The 3-2 looped into center field. That's going to be another hit, if not more, and it splits the gap between Cedon and Green. Holds at first base. Nice job there by getting over there. The Boo Birds are out at Fenway Park. That may do it. No, it'll be Andrew Bailey to come out and buy a little time for the bullpen.
Yeah, that really wasn't a bad pitch. That was a sinker up and in, right where he wanted that pitch. Riley Green just stays inside it somehow and hits that to left center. It's a good swing.
Now the natives are restless, Will. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, let love bloom in a 26 Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. The Yankees lead the Royals 7-0. Mariners over the Rangers 5-zip. Earlier today, the Guardians did beat the Orioles 8-4. Tampa Bay fell in Pittsburgh 6-3. Shocking to see Garrett Crochet be even approaching mortality, but he is right now. Wenzel Perez, right-handed hitter, stands in, and Garrett fires one in the inside corner, 94, and it's 0-1. No doubt this is his last inning, no matter what.
It just happened so he was rolling.
He was.
He was rolling, and we're going, okay, feel better. We feel better.
0-1. Back to Crochet over his glove. Kiner Falefa has it at second. Throws to first just in time with an awkward stretch from Monasterio. Inning over, but 4 runs in. Wow. 2 in a row where the ace has been hit hard. 5-1 Tigers. Halfway home of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Now the offense really needs to get going. Carlos Narvaez leads it off in the bottom of the fifth inning. Red Sox trailing 5-1. Sunday of Marathon Weekend. One of the great days of the year. We'll celebrate it all day tomorrow, but right now hard to celebrate much. Garrett Crochet likely out of the game, trailing 5-1. He's allowed 16 runs in his last two starts. The pitch to Narvaez, strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, as much as we want to talk about Crochet, this offense has said hardly anything the last 2 days.
Not good enough. 0-1. Pitch to Carlos, who flied to center his first time. Is fouled off. A curve, and it's 0-2. It's early, but not that early. I mean, the Red Sox have now played 20 games, this number 21. And there are a lot of alarming trends, you'd have to say. 0-2 to Narvaez. Pitch is in the dirt. And to your point, Will, it is the offense that has really hurt them early in this season. When they don't pitch perfectly, they seem to always lose.
You should still be able to get some wins when your starter isn't able to go 6 innings or isn't able to strike out 8 guys. That hadn't happened even once this year.
1-2 to Carlos. Pitch. Swinging a high pop-up. Shallow center field.
Look at the wind blow that thing.
Veerling takes it from left center right to straight away. Plays made, 1 down. It is miserable at Fenway. I mean, watching Fromber out there on the mound, he's staring into a wind and a rain right into his face. As Isaiah Kiner-Falefa stands in. It just feels like the Red Sox have such a small margin of error to win games these days, as Izzy takes a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1.
Well, some of that has to do with just the lack of star power in the lineup.
Yep.
You know, there's nobody that's really feared right now. Nobody hit that big 3-run homer.
0-1. Pitch. Down and in. It's going to be Ryan Watson when we get to the 6th inning. I think there are a lot of smart people in baseball. We talk a lot about run production coming from a lot of different ways. The 1-1 count. Pitch to Kiner-Falefa is swung on a miss. Badly fooled by a changeup. And it is 1-2. He's at the plate. Anthony on deck. Who's on deck? Brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. 1-2. Pitch. That's strike 3. He knew it. Right on the corner. Dotted up. And they're 2 down.
Today's Red Sox code word of the game is Tessie. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
So there are more than one way to score runs, but a lot of the issues and the narratives coming into this season have reared their heads early in this campaign. 2 down. Here's Roman. Pitch. Strike on the outside corner. This is a Valdez-Fromber classic so far. They don't hit the ball out of the ballpark. They got to string a lot of hits together to score. That's a hard way to live.
I mean, Judge and Rice have 15 together. The Sox have 13.
Well, there you go. Sometimes it's as simple as that. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sinker, and it's 0-2. Yankees leading 7-0 over the Royals in the 6th inning. 0-2. 2 down, bases empty. Tigers lead 5-1. Here's the pitch. That's outside. That was a take and pray from Roman, a slider. And it's 1-2.
Just so often this offense also is just, you feel like you're fighting an uphill battle. Or, you know, you're down early in games.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Line drive on the ground, actually a hard grounder to short. Baez has got it. He throws to first in time, and the inning is over. 5-1 Tigers after 5 in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Love paying shipping and delivery fees just to wait weeks for your package? We didn't think so. That's why Lowe's delivers fast and free. All My Lowe's Rewards and My Lowe's Pro Rewards members enjoy free delivery and free same-day delivery on eligible orders. Yep, you heard right. Same day, too. That's just another way members get more at Lowe's. Same day applies to orders over $25. Subject to availability. Restrictions and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms.
Opportunity should be about more than opening doors. At Year Up United, it's about opening the world so everyone can find their way. Here, you can learn in-demand skills while earning a weekly stipend working with industry-leading companies. Companies that are looking for someone like you. And with an opportunity like that, there's nowhere to go but up. Learn more at yearup.org.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Ryan Watson is on for the Red Sox as we go into the top of the sixth inning. It's a dreary day, and so far a dreary game for the Red Sox. They trail 5-1. Watson will face Torkelson, Lee, and Baez. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Tigers. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Tigers. Checking the score brought to you by Veg ER, the official emergency vet group of the Red Sox radio network. So here is Watson, who really has ticked up of late. Overall, a 7.36 ERA. He was put in a bind last time Crochet pitched and gave up a few runs, but overall finding his way as a Rule 5 draft pick. And he's trying to hold the line right here with the Red Sox down 5-1 in the sixth. Watson, he's ready. Throws. Torkelson rips one into right field, but it'll hang up in the rain for Wilyer Abreu, and there's one down. Unpleasant to be anywhere on a baseball field right now at Fenway. I think the weather's just going to continue to deteriorate.
Feels worse when you go down 5-1 with your ace on the mound, too.
It does. You know, Garrett talked a lot about being less predictable. This outing here is how you Lee, right-hander, digs in, strike on the inside corner. Red Sox Stats is back alive and posted and just sent a message about 87% fastballs last time, 86 here today as a slider from Watson misses up and in. 1-1.
That's kind of always been the game with Crochet, though, because that's not just his four seam. That's four seam, two seam, and cutter.
Yep. 1-1. And they're awesome, all of them. The pitch is a chopper high on the left side of the infield. Durbin cuts in front of Story, has his hat knocked off as he gloves it, throws to first in time, and they're 2 away.
Yeah, you just got to communicate there. That's one of those tweeners where the third baseman is taught if you can get to it, you cut it off because you're moving towards first base. That's a really tough play for a shortstop. But he took it like an elbow or forearm to the head.
Elbow.
And just kept rolling. As bad as he's been offensively, he's been really good at third base.
He has, and that's not an easy play at all. All right, 2 down, bases empty. Here's Javi Baez. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. Ryan Watson with 2 down. Pitch. Outside. That's ball 1. Baez is fouled out to first and struck out. It's amazing. Crochet was rolling along. And it just all fell apart for him in the 5th inning. 1-0. A little bit outside, and it's 2-0.
How about this? From Brian Barrett. Crochet, first 5 starts, 21 earned runs. He didn't give up his 21st earned run until June 7th last year.
And that's got to be like his 13th or 14th start. 2-0 is ripped into left field, and that is down for a hit. Wow. the metric man chiming in. Love Brian Barrett.
He's good.
So that's a 2-out hit. Watson fell behind and paid the price. So Baez is aboard, and here comes Jahmai Jones. No, he won't. They're going to make the move here. Kerry Carpenter is going to bat in this spot. A.J. Hinch is such a great manager. Plays all the advantages, all the platoon edges. Carpenter hit a critical home run last night. And here he is with 1 on and 2 down in the top of the 6th.
Hey, Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes. It's your chance to win free groceries for a year, plus other incredible prizes. Official rules at Shaw's or starmarket.com/Grand Slam.
We've just seen it so many times in this early season, unfortunately. The Red Sox have made mistakes to the hottest hitter on the other side.
Yep.
And right now that is Dingler. He's got the 3-run homer that pushed the lead from 1 to 4 where it stands right now. Here's Kerry Carpenter. Last night his 4th home run of the year. Batting for Jones. In the DH spot. 2 down, 1 on. The pitch from Watson. Chopper foul on the first base side. It's really interesting, actually, when you think about it, Will, to have your designated hitter be sort of a versatile swing guy at the top of the order, because then later in the game you can bring somebody like Carpenter in for a straight switch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not ideal, obviously, but in this world of platoon advantages, makes a lot of sense. 0-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss. He tried to sell out there in a fastball, couldn't get there, and it's 0-2. Crochet today struck out 8 over 5 innings, but did allow 5 runs on 7 hits and a couple of homers. 0-2 is a little low, and I don't think the concerns will be quieted after this outing, do you?
No, not at all. I mean, it's tough because for so much of that outing, he was really good. Yes, fastball heavy. Yes, but it was working. Right, 8 strikeouts. It wasn't until that last inning there in the 5th.
Runner goes, pitch is grounded on the right side. Connor Falefa dives, can't get it. It's into the outfield for a base hit, and Kerry Carpenter in a pinch hit spot puts Tigers at 1st and 3rd with 2 away.
But continuing on that, I mean, Crochet was really good until the 5th. He had 2 outs in the 5th after 2 strikeouts to start the inning. 2-0 homer, 4-pitch walk, single on a sweeper to Veerling, and then Dylan Dingler, the dagger, the one that hurt the worst, the 3-1 homer to dead central. So it's not one of those where he had a start and you're going, man, he's still not himself. He looked like himself for most of it until those last 4 guys.
Was not able to keep it together. Here is a huge spot with Gleyber Torres, and Watson throws a pitch on the outside corner cutter, and it's 0-1. You have to keep it right here. You just do. Trailing by 4. Torres is 0 for 2 with a walk. 0-1. Cannot hang a slider to him. The pitch is pop foul on the first base side. It was a sweeper, but it got just down and away enough into the seats, and it's 0-2. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. They're here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. 5-1 Tigers in the top of the 6th with rain falling at Fenway. 0-2. Pitch outside.
Well, looking at the radar, it looks like by 7 it's going to stop. But
let's get there.
I mean, inching our way.
Sort of metaphorical weather right now at Fenway.
Totally.
1-2. Pitch. Foul. He got away with one right there. I mean, that's a hanging slider. But Torres not looking for it. He hangs on 1-2. Just not the start that anybody expected this year. And it's really been on all ends. In the starting pitching, at times brilliant, other times not so. The offense has yet to click. 1-2. Pitch. High fly down the right field line. Abreu back into his left. He's there right where the grass and dirt meet. makes the play, and the inning is over. How long and how far would a rally go? Turn the spirits here on Marathon Weekend. 5-1 Tigers, bottom 6 next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
This Mother's Day, give her something she'll truly use and absolutely love. Minky Couture blankets are the perfect mix of beauty, comfort, and luxury. From elegant neutrals to spring florals, there's a style just for her. Say thank you with softness that lasts far beyond the day. She deserves it. MinkyCouture.com, the original best blanket ever.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees, we provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
On to the bottom of the 6th we go. Rain continuing at Fenway Park. Hum, baby. 5-1 Tigers lead. It'll be Carlos Narvaez to lead it off against Fromber. Rather, Andrew Monasterio, beg your pardon. What day is this? The pitch to Monasterio is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Monasterio, then Contreras, and Story. Desperate to get anything started offensively. Red Sox again, just 3 hits. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Change up, and it's 0-2. We can talk all we want about the starting pitching, and when they don't go deep, the Red Sox don't win. The offense has got to be better. Period. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a curveball. 1 away. So far in this season, as some boos rain down at Fenway, the 21st game, it's just not enough production. This would be the 10th time they've scored 3 or fewer runs as Contreras lines one into left field. It hangs up. Green is out there to make the play. I mean, Will, we're talking about 21 games. 10 times 2 or fewer runs. And an offense that was sort of patchwork together coming into this season so far is not doing anything to dispel some of the concerns. So now 2 down. Here's Trevor Story. Trevor's singled to center, stole the base, and then struck out swinging. Here he takes a sinker on the corner, 0-1.
You know, and with that said, and it being 21 games in the season, something's got to change, right? You don't just keep rolling it out there saying, well, we should be better. You know, we should be. No, you have to make changes, whether it's philosophical in the hitting rooms, whether it's building these approaches, whether it's making mechanical changes, whatever it is, something's got to give.
1-1. 5-1 Tigers the pitch. Story takes the ball. Look, the Rays, who lead the AL East with a 12-9 record, a game over the weekend they bunted 6 times. Sometimes you got to play to your personnel.
Well, you had to think at some point the game was going to cycle back a little bit because pitching just keeps getting harder to hit.
2-1 to Story. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch. Chopper foul on the third base side. We all know the numbers. When the Red Sox don't have their starter go deep in games, they lose. When they strike out 10 or more times, they lose. And unfortunately, both of those things have happened way too often.
And look, I know it's our job to just be honest and tell you exactly what's going on, but you get sick of doing games like this, right? When things are consistently where you have to harp on the negative and be as hard as you have to be on these guys. I'll be the first to tell you, this is a hard game.
Of course it is.
I played it for a while, and it's a tough game, and it just keeps getting tougher. But you're also the Boston Red Sox, and you expect to win.
2-2 to Story. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch inside. And it's not like it's lack of preparation or effort or focus. None of that stuff.
No, these guys are playing hard. Nobody wants to have a bad start. No one wants to hit under 200. No one wants to give up 5 runs in a start.
3-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back to the screen.
But at some point, as this starts to snowball and the dominoes keep falling, you lose confidence not only as individuals but as a team. And you need to get that expectation of, all right, we're rolling into the ballpark every day and we expect to win. Not, let's play not to lose.
3-2. Way outside of that, clearly slipped out of his hands there. The rain impacted Fromber. Curveball way outside. So a 2-out walk. He's thrown 96 pitches, and that'll bring up Wilyer Abreu. See what A.J. Hinch is thinking here. Fromber this season has not thrown over 91 time. They will bring the pitching coach out at this point. Maybe let him see one more lefty in Wilyer Abreu.
I mean, no one's throwing. They're just now getting up.
Partially to keep the bullpen dry. Who wants to throw in this?
Finnegan's getting up now and starting to toss. So.
Yeah, Kyle Finnegan, the very good right-hander. Rivalry Report sponsored by Riverwalk, spacious senior apartments on River Spring Living's 32-acre New York City campus overlooking the Hudson River. It's just so hard to win when the margin for error is so slim.
They're changing out the rosin bag again.
Colin is doing a great job today.
Oh, Colin Jones handles the bad boy duties here for the Sox. He's also an assistant in the clubhouse and just one of the all-time great guys, right? Does a lot for these guys.
He really is a total stud. And he's got his work cut out for him today. And he's got to sit there in a chair in the driving rain near the on-deck area today.
Do you remember a couple years ago he took that line drive foul ball off the helmet?
I do.
And he was just like, yeah, I'm good, I think.
Here's Will here.
Quick.
1 on, 2 out. 5-1 Tigers. Fromber sets at the belt. He throws at Abreu, takes outside. Fastball, and it's 1-0. I think this is his last hitter. I think if Finnegan can get ready quickly enough, he's going to come on to face Cedon. 1 ball, no strikes. Trevor leading at first. The pitch. Swinging a high fly into shallow left field. Green and Veerling come together, and it's the center fielder Veerling who yields to Green. Wow, the wind brought that one way back, and the inning is over. After 6, 5-1 Tigers on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest-growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Jack Anderson, for the second time on a Major League mound, is here at Fenway Park for the first time. Unfortunately for him and the Red Sox, Boston trailing 5-1 on the eve of the Boston Marathon. As we go to the top of the 7th, his debut Tuesday in Minnesota was awesome. He did allow a home run to Byron Buxton, but he struck out the side in his first inning as a big leaguer, and here he is for the first time at Fenway.
I talked to him the next day after that. You were there for that. We're like, how'd you feel? Lenny said, how'd you feel running in? Could you feel your legs?
Here's Matt Vierling, right-handed hitter. Pitch is a little bit outside.
And he said, I know, it was just the realization that I'm in the big leagues. I struck out the first guy. I realized it's just the same game. I said, how did it feel after that 2-0 slider that was 8 inches below the zone? Byron Buxton hit 440.
It's the big leagues. 1-0 is fouled toward the pesky ball out of play.
And he goes, that's when I noticed there's some guys that are really different here.
It's true. The one run he gave up, that pitch was way below the zone.
It's a 2-0 slider that might have hit the ground at the glove.
Yeah, Buxton's on a heater. 5-1 Tigers. It's raining much harder now. This is miserable for Anderson, the players, the fans. And now you start to wonder how long that the crew chief, Lance Barksdale, will keep this thing going. Apparently, according to the radar, we probably have like 30 more minutes to survive of rain. 1-1, Vierling fouled off.
It's just going to continue to be this heavy mist almost. It's more of a sprinkle now. It's coming down a little harder, but it's not going to get any worse than this. Doesn't make it any easier.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Top 7. A miserable day at Fenway. The pitch is way high. He's got a good arm. Not electric velocity, but he does mix and match his stuff.
Yeah, he's like 91 to 93, but he's got that little carry at the top of the zone with his heater.
2-2. Pitch. Ground ball on the left side. Durbin cuts in front of Story. Sidearm throw to first. Monasterio applies the tag on a wide throw. And actually, he must have missed it the first time. And for some reason, the base runner, Vierling, did not get to the bag quickly, and Mona was able to tag him a second time.
That was one of those ground balls. I saw it hit to third. It wasn't a bouncer. It just kind of rolled through the grass, and I'm going, oh, no, that's going to be really wet, right? So it pulled Monasterio down the baseline to catch it, tried to make the tag. Vierling tried to avoid the tag, but never touch first, so he just tagged him out.
Here's Dylan Dingler, who has the big swing of the game, a 3-run homer in the 5th. Here he takes outside his slider. You're aware of that as an infielder on a day like today. Is there anything you can do to counteract it?
Prayer? I mean, there's not much. You're hoping for those hoppers, right, that don't roll through the wet grass.
1-0 is popped up high into center field. Sedan, right where the grass and track meet, in front of the wall. Backpedaling is there to make the play.
Whew, that wind is moving the baseball all over the place on these fly balls.
It is. So now they're 2 down. That'll bring up Riley Green, but you can't grip it any differently, right? You can't try to throw a changeup over to first base.
And it's hard to, sometimes when you're uncomfortable, you can kind of skip one over there, but it's tough for first baseman too, because when the grass is wet, it doesn't give you a normal hop. It skids across it and stays low.
Here's Riley Green, 2 down, bases empty. Jack Anderson throws, and Green swings and fouls it off on the third base side. We're thinking about everybody across this region who is in a hotel room, in a house, whatever you're doing to relax and carb load before the race tomorrow. Just incredible, the preparation that goes in. Green takes an 0-1 curveball that's high, and it's 1-1. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Nissan, every one of them is designed for people who refuse to settle for less. 1-1 fouled straight back. So take life by the wheel and drive it like you mean it. Visit NissanUSA.com or your local dealer. It's raining hard right now. Hard. It might move out soon, but this is not baseball weather at all. 1-2 to Green. 2 down, top 7. 5-1 Tigers. Pitch outside. Splitter. 2-2.
Yeah, splitter's going to be real hard to control in this weather. Not only are you cold, the ball's a little wet, your hands are wet. You need a really good grip on a baseball to control.
This is one of those where you might not even want to come out on deck. The 2-2 is popped up on the left side and out of play. I mean, you want to watch the pitcher, but I mean, it's almost diminishing returns. Just getting soaked in the on-deck area.
I would stand on deck and put the grip of the bat under my arm.
Yeah.
You know, to keep it from getting soaked.
2-2. Swing at a chopper foul. Garrett Crochet, excellent through 4 1/3 innings, and then things just fell apart. Homer for Jahmai Jones, and then a blast for Dylan Dingler. 5-1 the score. Sox in danger of falling 5 games below 500. After 21, the 2-2. Little looper on the ground to third, backhanded by Durbin. Great pick and throw. One hop throw to first in time. Nicely done. And the inning is over. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. Grounds crew going to work. 5-1 Tigers in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
Wake up.
Listen to music, news, sports, and podcasts as you want, when you want, and how you want on the Odyssey app, America's fastest growing audio app, powered by Sportsbook Rhode Island. Download it to experience audio using the best features that you expect on all your apps and connect deeply with your favorite trusted personalities, brands, and communities. The Odyssey app is sponsored by Sportsbook Rhode Island. With the Sportsbook Rhode Island app, your bets can go even further with live and parlay profit boosts. Get in on the action today. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Create a space you can't wait to be in. It all starts at Frank Webb Home. With personal service and expert guidance at our local showrooms, we can help you find the bath, kitchen, and lighting solutions you need to enhance your space. With more selection and more expertise. Personal service to help you find your personal style. Visit frankwebb.com to schedule a free consultation in one of our 48 showrooms across the Northeast. Make yourself at home at Frank Webb Home.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees, we provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. Red Sox trailing 5-1. Cedar Rafaela to lead it off against Kyle Finnegan. Middlebrooks insisted that the windows go down, so they are.
We need a rally starter at this point.
Anything. Warmth might spark something. Pitch to Cedar from Finnegan comes home, and it misses outside with the fastball 1-0. Finnegan has had a great season for the Tigers. He's one of their real high-leverage relievers. He's not yet allowed a run. Big time arm. Cedar 1 for 2 with a double. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. That's another fastball. This time, they say it clips the outside corner. I'm not so sure that it did. The Red Sox will let it go. Maybe at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. Rain is pouring down Fenway Park. 1-1. Pitch. Swinging a shot foul down the third base side, out of play. It's such a shame, this great, historic, celebrated weekend in Boston. All these people have come to our great city. Thinking about dinners in the North End, walking the Common, and it's just miserable.
At least it's going to clear up for them tomorrow.
And we're looking forward to celebrating everything about the marathon tomorrow. Red Sox, not much to celebrate today. Trailing 5-1. 1-2. Cedar takes outside. Fastball, and it's 2-2.
Well, Framber Valdez was, as advertised, season high 7 strikeouts for him today.
Well, and again, the Red Sox too much swing and miss. 2-2. Cedar waits. Here's the pitch. And that's right on the corner. Strike 3. No. Did he call it a ball and then the Tigers challenged? I thought that was right there.
It a strike. I think Sadon challenged.
The Tigers challenged the ball call, and it is strike 3.
Strike, the batter's out.
I mean, that was right there. It was so obvious from here. So Dylan Dingler gets that one right, and Sadon is gone for out number 1. The Tigers did challenge that. They called it a ball.
No, they didn't really signal anything, so it was hard to tell because they put up strike 3 on the board.
Because it was. Here's Caleb Durbin with 1 down. Finnegan stretches. He throws, and a swing and a miss. Well, you mentioned this a couple innings ago. The tough part right now is that there are not a lot of proven commodities in this lineup. And so it's hard to just snap your fingers and envision a way out of this offensively. 0-1 to Durbin. Pitch is a little bit outside of fastball, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot put on the shoulders of a lot of players with less than 2 years of service time. Not to mention guys with less than 1 year of service time.
Like Roman. 1-1 to Durbin. He's in that group too. The pitch is fouled straight back. And as you know, you've lived it as a player, things get amplified in this market. I mean, this is a town, a fan base that is not patient at all. And why would they be? The winning tradition, the championship legacy. 1-2 to Caleb Durbin with Narvaez out on deck. 5-1 Tigers in the 7th. Finnegan is ready. He throws. And it misses down and in. The weight of it really starts to accelerate, doesn't it?
You look at on a every night basis. There's 6 guys or so in the lineup with 2 years or less. Still developing as big leaguers. Still a lot to learn. Lack of experience.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is a check swing. He did not go run. It's 3-2. And that, again, Will, you can mince and dice all the contracts, how things will age, what players will look like. But the Red Sox did sort of make a conscious choice to not acquire more veteran hitters in the offseason, and they lost Bregman, too. 3-2. The pitch to Durbin has popped up. Right side of the infield. Torkelson calling everybody off, but he'll be vetoed by Torres. Glaber makes the play, and there's 2 down. And herein lies the risk of that, Will, where you let your great veteran leader, third baseman, go. Whether or not he wanted to go to Chicago or not, he's not here, and now you are sort of staring into the void about who's going to stand up and right this ship.
Well, you look at Trevor Story, who's at 10 years service, right? You look at Wilson Contreras, almost 10 years service. He'll hit that this season. But those guys got to perform.
2 down for Carlos Narvaez, who takes a strike on the outside corner. Shaw's and Star Market have your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games at Boston Stadium. Learn more at shaws.com or starmarket.com/soccer sweeps. 0-1. 2 down, bottom 7. Pitch. High fly down the left field line, hooking toward the pole, and it is a fair ball. That's going to be a hit for Narvaez. He spins around first as he'll get into second base standing. That's a lazy high fly down the left field line that was poorly read by Green, and it dumps in for a 2-out double.
That was one of those Fenway specials, right? It down that line, for whatever reason, the way the wind comes in that corner, balls go up in the air. They look like they're hooking foul. Even Narvaez was really slow out of the box thinking that was going foul, and it came back fair and just landed fair by a couple feet.
So now Alex Cora is going to play a card here. He's going to bring Marcelo Meyer off the bench to pinch hit for Connor Falefa. You know, we talked about losing Bregman. The Red Sox bring in Durbin. They add Isaiah Connor Falefa. Neither have produced at all. And Connor Falefa, who got offered and signed the $6 million deal, just has not produced at all offensively.
Doesn't hit much hard. He has played good defense, but this team is searching in a big way for offense.
Boy, could they use a bolt from Meyer right here. I mean, frankly, a hit would be great in any spot because trailing by 4, bottom 7. Try to chip away a little bit here. Marcelo 176. He has had success as a pinch hitter, including on opening day. Narvaez at second, 2 down. Finnegan throws. Marcelo takes a ball outside, a fastball. You got Roman on deck. Marcelo in a little bit of a funk offensively. 0 for his last 5. Prior to that, he'd really been struggling. 1-0. Pitch is a strike right there. That's fastball 96. It's hard as a pinch hitter. You do want to see pitches out of the hand, but he took one right there, and it's 1-1. God bless the fans who are still in the seats here at Fenway in miserable conditions. The 1-1. Swinging a foul. Third base side out of play. And it is 1-2.
Yeah, this is remember the pinch hit you want, right? Guys throwing gas. You got water dripping off the brim of your helmet. In the rain, trying to grip the bat. You got to find a way. Probably going to see a split here.
We're not in San Diego anymore. The opposite. 1-2. Meyer waits. Finnegan, inside move, but the infield was not queued up to that. Nothing on. Narvaez back to the bag. Now, wouldn't you love to have Meyer reach here with Anthony on deck? You figure maybe Yoshida for Monasterio, but a long way from that. 1-2 outside. Splitter that missed badly. And it's 2-2. Would you, as a hitter, eliminate some stuff in the rain like this, thinking it'd be harder to grip for pitchers?
You would think so, but pitchers aren't that smart.
2-2. The pitch to Marcelo. Swing and a foul. It just tips out of the glove of Dingler, the catcher, and it stays 2-2.
Yeah, that was a hittable split right there. Trying to go down and away, left that one over the middle of the plate, middle in. Just a little bit of movement late. Meyer fouled it off the catcher.
Marcelo started at second in 15 of the Red Sox 19 games coming in. He'll be in there tomorrow against Jack Flaherty. 2-2. Narvaez at second with 2 down. Pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Back of third. Going to stay in play. Back on it goes Lee. And he's right there in the dirt to make the play. Inning over. So much offensive frustration for the Red Sox. To the 8th we go. 5-1 Tigers on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bullspend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
With Geico, you can use the app to easily manage all your policies in one place, so you'll always know where to find everything. It's like instantly locating your car in a massive store parking lot. I found you, you cheeky rascal.
It feels good to find what you're looking for. It feels good to Geico.
Having health insurance is a must-have, and the Massachusetts Health Connector has a power-packed lineup in Connect-to-Care plans that delivers. At the top of the order, lower premiums make bumpy costs affordable. The middle of the lineup is packed with low copays and no deductibles, so you can save money on everything, from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic disease like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Round out the order access to Connect-to-Care plans now at mahealthconnector.org, and you have a winning team with you and the Massachusetts Health Connector. The kitchen sink is backing up, the shower won't drain, and the in-laws will be here in an hour.
Relax. You just need to call Drains by James.
I don't need a plumber. I need a miracle.
Drains by James is your miracle. 24/7 emergency service, hydrojetting, the works. They handle the messiest disasters fast.
Do they really care that much?
Yeah, they do. Their motto is literally, they give a poop about your pipes.
Seriously?
Seriously. Go to drainsbyjames.com now.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Jack Anderson continues in the game as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Red Sox trailing the Tigers 5-1, looking like they'll need a really good one tomorrow. Sonny Gray to salvage this series and split it up with the Tigers on Marathon Monday. First things first, here's Wencel Perez batting left against Anderson in a first pitch strike. He's going to challenge Perez. Look good from here. For now, it's 0-1.
The batter's challenging the strike call.
And the verdict on the video board, it was a strike right on the bottom of the zone.
The call is confirmed. Detroit loses one challenge.
They had two. They had two to play with, so everything else has gone right for them.
And yet you're 1 for 23. Here's the pitch. It's popped up on the right side of the infield. Marcelo looking up into the raindrops. He's there to make the play. And there's one down. I think what you just said, Will, is really interesting to me about all the service time. There's a lot of time to turn this thing around. There is talent on this roster. They can pitch. They will pitch, you'd think. But for a young group, you just hope it doesn't snowball emotionally for them, feeling like they got to do it all at once. Here's Spencer Torkelson, who pops one again. On the right side, Marcelo goes out. Abreu comes in. And Willier's out there in right field to make the play. And on 2 pitches, they're 2 down.
It feels like at this point, they're just trying to get through it. They're swinging at first pitches, letting it fly, just saying, let's get through this weather.
But don't you think that's a real thing for a young team to try to not get snowed in?
Especially here, right? It is so hard to play at home when things aren't going well and the fans are on you, the city's on you.
Here is How You Lee, who takes a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1.
All the articles written, all the talk shows going on. You're human. You hear it. You have social media. You're reading all this stuff about yourself.
0-1. Anderson throws. And a foul straight back. 0-2. Yep, the noise will continue to build. 5-1 Tigers. Top 8. Score update brought to you by Veg ER, the official emergency vet group of the Red Sox Radio Network, as a sweeper. Misses outside, and it's 1-2. You talked about Story. It is where the value of somebody like Pregame is sort of impossible to measure. Weather storms like this and valleys like this. 1-2. Fouled back. He takes a huge cut at that, and it's 1-2.
Well, you also just need certain vets to stand up in front of the media and have the team's back and say, this is what's going on. That's hard for a 21-year-old. It's hard for a guy with under a year of service time. These guys to get up there and say the right things. They don't know yet what to say.
1-2. Anderson winds. He throws. And a high fly into right center field. Cedon and Willier come together. Rafaela is there to get under it and make the play. There are puddles out on the warning track in center, but the inning is over. Bottom 8 next. 5-1 Tigers. Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
If you work in university maintenance, Grainger considers you an MVP because your playbook ensures your arena is always ready for tip-off. And Grainger is your trusted partner, offering the products you need all in one place, from HVAC and plumbing supplies to lighting and more, and all delivered with plenty of time left on the clock, so your team always gets the win. Call 1-800-GRANGER, visit Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bull spend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Roman Anthony. This is the home of the Sox. WEEI.
Bottom 8 we go. 5-1, the Tigers lead. It'll be Roman Anthony. And then Monasterio and Contreras against Will Vest, the new Tigers pitcher. Roman takes a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. I mean, a team that was built to get on base, put the ball in play, they've just not done enough of that in the early going. 0-1 to Roman, who's at 227, and he takes a pitch outside. I took your point to heart. You're talking about no veterans to stand up and meet the media. It was wild to see Roman needing to answer questions like that in the first week of the year. The 1-1 is way outside of change-up, 2-1.
You know, I'm standing up literally just looking at the weight shift for Roman, right? Because we talk about him pounding the ball on the ground and his contact not getting the ball in the air.
2-1, way late on a fastball, and it's 2-2.
And you know, this is a special player. He's going to have a great career. But there's something's got to change with him, right? Getting on base is one thing, but you need him slugging. You need him hitting the ball in the gaps and over the fence. And I know that's a lot of pressure to put on a guy. And he put a target on his back with what he did in WBC.
2-2. Swinging a foul. It's the age-old adage for hitters, right? Get the foot down early, get ready, be on time. He's not.
And it just looks like he's hitting over his front side a little too much. And when that happens, the swing works down. You're not able to stay behind it and backspin the baseball.
2-2. Here's a check swing. He did not go on a slider down and in. And it's 3-2. 5-1 to Tigers lead. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Every Nissan designed for people who refuse to settle for less. Take life by the wheel and drive it like you mean it. NissanUSA.com or visit your local dealer. 3-2 to Roman. Leading off the bottom of the 8th, the pitch. Swinging a foul. They need to get on base. They need to not swing and miss. They need to not chase. And so far early in this season, Will, they've not done that.
And they show you spurts, right? 2 or 3 games, and you're saying, okay, they're putting it together. They're playing their style of ball, and then just totally away from it.
3-2, Roman takes the ball. All right, that's a good start in this bottom of the 8th inning. It was a fastball that was yanked down. And here comes Monasterio.
That wall brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit NorthShore.com.
I mean, I swear to God, I'd put one on right now if it meant a rally. Over the pants, whatever. Here's Monasterio. Pitch. Fouled straight back. He was ready to hit right there, and it's 0-1. I've liked the composure of his at-bats. Seems like Monasterio, is making really good swing decisions, even though he's 0 for 3 today.
Yeah, a couple strikeouts today.
0-1, Sun breaking out. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. He has not been great at challenging this year, needless to say. He will not do it there. That was very close, and it's 0-2. Rain continues to fall at Fenway. 5-1 Tigers, bottom 8. Pitch. Swinging a ground ball that should be 2 to a knee. Baez to second for 1, over to first. And a double play, although I don't know that necessarily Torkelson stayed on the bag with that stretch. Maybe the Red Sox will look into their room. They will not. Boos raining down at Fenway, and they're 2 away. And again, Will, look, as good a start to the season as he's had, Monasterio has been a very useful piece. as Wilson Contreras, who tied the game with a homer. He's hitting second for the Boston Red Sox.
He shouldn't be relied on.
Here's the pitch to Contreras that swung on and missed, a slider 0-1. Exactly. You had Durbin and guys like Monasterio batting second for almost half the games this year. 0-1, the pitch, swing and a miss with a fastball, and it's 0-2. On most big league clubs, the overwhelming majority of them have their best player batting second. It's just the way the game goes these days. 0-2, wow, very close, but taken for a ball, and it's 1-2. 2 down, bottom 8, 5-1. Tigers lead the Red Sox. Fans heading for the exits. Those that have remained, the pitch is very late foul on the first base side out of play. It stays 1-2.
A little E-swing right there, looking for something soft. Just got a piece.
Attendance report brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken, the official fried chicken of the Red Sox. Now available right here in the ballpark. 1-2. In the dirt, it's 2-2. 5-1 Tigers. Garrett Crochet started, was great for 4, and then gave up 4 in the 5th. 2-2 pitch. Another emergency swing, foul on the third base side, and Contreras hangs on.
Yeah, the fans are starting to get loud and louder as this goes on.
That's not going to stop here.
No.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Pitch to Contreras is low. Sinker, and it's 3-2.
You know, you go all those years, no championships, then you win 4 in, 15 years? All of a sudden, that expectation rises, and you expect a winning team every year, especially with the money being spent. Obviously, you wanted more, even more to be spent on some star players that we've talked about it are lacking in this lineup.
3-2 pitch. Ground ball to third, and it's backhanded beautifully by Lee behind the bag. Low throw to first, and it is in time. What a play there. Bang, bang, Contreras is gone. That kind of a day. The Boo Birds continue at Fenway after 5-1 Tigers on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Create a space you can't wait to be in. It all starts at Frank Webb Home. With personal service and expert guidance at our local showrooms, we can help you find the bath, kitchen, and lighting solutions you need to enhance your space. With more selection and more expertise. Personal service to help you find your personal style. Visit frankweb.com to schedule a free consultation in one of our 48 showrooms across the Northeast. Make yourself at home at Frank Webb Home.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees, we provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
Blowing ad budget on metrics that look great till the CFO sees them. That's bull spend. And marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
I remember telling my boss, it'll be good for the brand, when leads were slow. Yeah, it wasn't.
Cut the bull spend. LinkedIn lets you target by company, job title, and more. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Show weekdays 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox not getting much satisfaction so far this season. They trail 5-1 as we go into the 9th inning. Jack Anderson will continue in the game. You'll see Baez Carpenter and Torres. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show. Every Nissan is designed for people who refuse to settle for less, so take life by the wheel and drive it like you mean it. Visit nissanusa.com or visit your local dealer. Here's Javi Baez laying it off against Anderson. Javi is 1 for 3 with a single into left field. The grounds crew has done an incredible job today. Pitch to Baez. Strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, just keeping this field playable. I mean, it's literally rained from about, I don't know, an hour and a half before the game until now, nonstop.
And really, the only water that's collected is out in right center field in the triangle. The 0-1 is swung on and fouled back. That was a bit of a hanger, but Baez just missed it, and it's 0-2. After all of the great stuff down the stretch, the Red Sox clinched a playoff berth, went to New York, turbocharged series. The beginning to this year, they've just never quite grabbed the steering wheel and taken off. 0 balls, 2 strikes to Baez. They claim to pull on the infield. Anderson is ready. Into the wind he goes. The pitch. Swinging a shot over Story's leap into left field. That's a base hit. Roman to his left. Gloves and throws to second. A leadoff hit for Javi Baez.
Oh, something just looks different with Javi, right? He's not swinging out of his shoes as much. You're seeing him shorten up with 2 strikes. That's why he's hitting for more average now. He's always been such an elite defender, elite athlete, but there was so much swing and miss in his game. He's trying to launch everything, and he still has that early in counts, but looks like he's maturing as a player. The average shows it.
You're right about that. He does. When he wants to take his shots, it's still look out below. All right, he's carried Carpenter. Connor Siebold, the former Red Sox farmhand, is warming in the Tigers bullpen. 1-0 as Anderson misses. Just hard to figure what's going to change right now for this club. Roman Anthony shot at him out in left field. It's just a miserable time to stand out there. 1-0. Inside with a slider, and it's 2-0. Sonny Gray needs a good one tomorrow on Patriots Day. 11:10 first pitch. You knew it'd be hard with Skubal and Fromber, and it has been. Jack Flaherty's on the other side tomorrow for the Tigers. 2-0. That's a strike. Bottom of the zone with a fastball. 2-1.
He's going to challenge that, Carpenter is.
It looked close to me. Looked pretty good, and the challenge verdict is oncoming. And it was a strike.
The call is confirmed. Detroit is out of challenges.
So now it is 2 balls and a strike. The more I watch it, Will, even though the Red Sox were snake-bitten, I like these teams that are more aggressive with challenges. Know the zone. Challenge. Do it. 2-1. Leadoff man aboard the pitch. Low with a splitter from Anderson, and it's 3-1. I mean, Jack Anderson, heart pumping, adrenaline going, first time at Fenway Park. Hardly the way I think, probably in his mind's eye, he envisioned his first outing in this ballpark. 3-1. Pitch outside, ball 4. So with an 89-mile-an-hour fastball, he walks Carpenter, and the Tigers, with already a 5-1 lead, have 2 on with nobody out for Gleyber Torres.
I'm not Dylan Dingler, man. This guy is... He was hot coming into this, but 3 more hits today. Homer, double, driven in what, 4? Goodness.
Well, and of course, he was a big star for them in game 1 of this series as Gleyber takes a slider outside for ball 1. That's where that one pitch that Crochet made to him, it just felt like the crossroads of the entire game. 1-0 is a strike on the outside corner. And it came back in that 4-run 5th inning after he walked Gleyber. Vierling singled, and you knew trouble was brewing. And you rely on your ace. We've learned from Crochet so often he delivers in those moments. The 1-1 is popped up, shallow right field. Back on it goes Monastero. Very tough play. Huge trouble if fair it is. It bounces off the line and out of play. It's an automatic double and that'll score 1 run for the Tigers. It goes out of play, and it is 6-1 Detroit. Red Sox are talking to the video room a la Roland Garros, whether or not this is fair or foul. And it's definitely fair.
Definitely fair. It bounced up against, I thought, the netting on the side, which...
Automatic double.
I thought it would be.
It is. And that's crazy. I guess it stays in play, given off that netting.
Is that just, you just play it off of it? Is that how that works, I guess? Because, I mean, it was clear as day. They saw it, so that must be the rule.
Here is Matt Vierling. Pitch to him. He has a fastball that misses outside ball 1. That can't be the rule. I'm sorry. That cannot be the rule.
Yeah, Torres was pointing down there saying, hey, it bounced off the net.
That's not the rule. I can tell you definitively it's
right?
not.
I know.
1-0 is a strike. No, it's not. A slider misses outside 2. They just missed that. I mean, it hit off the netting and came back into play. That should obviously be an automatic double. 2-0, a slider to Vierling missed. 2 on, a run, and it's 6-1 Tigers. Sox have bigger problems than rulings at this point. The pitch is fouled straight back and out of play. I mean, if the netting were not there, that bounces into the seats. It's up to protect fans. If it hits that and comes back into play, sorry, that's just a miss by the umpires. 2-1, 6-1 Tigers. Pitch. That's in there. Fastball, and it's 2-2. More frustration for the Red Sox. They trail 6-1. Vierling's had a really good day. He's 2 for 4 with a double. Pitch. Fouled off. You know, it's interesting. We talk about teams like the Pirates, the Tigers, the Mariners, the Tigers. Like, the names on the back of the jersey, Reds, they don't jump off the page, but it appears to be a more consistent all-in approach from these guys. Here's a chopper to third. Might be a double play. Durbin, glove, steps on the third base bag, throws across to first. Nicely done. In time, a double play. That gets a couple on the board for the Red Sox. Over to second base goes Torres, and they're 2 down.
A nice play by Durbin. I mean, it's a tough play for a third baseman. He got a long way to throw that off 1 foot. As soon as you step on third, he's been really good defensively. I'll give him that.
2 down, 6-1 Tigers in the top of the 9th inning. Pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Here's the exact wording for the Major League Baseball rulebook. A fairly batted ball that bounces on the field and then goes over, under, or through fence, netting, or gets stuck is an automatic double. 0-1. Pitch. Ripped into left field. That's a base hit. It's going to get another run in for the Tigers. Torres rounds. Roman's throw is way up the line, and I beg your pardon. That throw is dotted right at the plate, and Torres is out.
Great throw.
Nice throw by Roman. He needed that, and we go to the 9th inning, the bottom half. 6-1 Tigers in the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Since 1961, New Englanders have trusted one name to protect their homes and businesses: Warwick Tree Service. We blend 6 decades of experience with cutting-edge technology to handle even the most hazardous or hard-to-reach trees with surgical precision and minimal disruption. Our licensed arborists don't just remove trees. We provide the expert care and peace of mind that only comes from years in the field. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit warwicktree.com to schedule your free tree service assessment today. Warwick Tree Service. Safe, efficient, proven since 1961.
Blowing ad budget on metrics that look great till the CFO sees them? That's bull spend. And marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
I remember telling my boss, it'll be good for the brand, when leads were slow. Yeah, it wasn't.
Cut the bull spend. LinkedIn lets you target by company, job title, and more. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
When you switch to Geico, you've got claims reps available around the clock. So whenever you need, you'll have people around to help. It kind of feels like having the TV on in the background when you're home alone. Isn't that soothing?
It feels good to have support. It feels good to Geico.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Great throw by Roman Anthony to keep the Red Sox within 5. They go to the bottom of the 9th inning, 6-1 Tigers. It'll be Wilyer Abreu after Trevor Story here. And then Cedon Rafaela in the bottom of the 9th. We're still sort of digging out the official rule book here to try to figure out what happened there on that ball that bounced over the netting, off of it, beyond the tarp. I mean, to me, we'll see what the official lettering of it is. But to me, if there's netting to protect the fans, the original dimensions of the ballpark are what they are. If it bounces over a wall, it's out of play. Here's Trevor Story. He takes a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. The sun is broken out. The rain is not falling any longer. But dark clouds over this Red Sox team right now. 6-1 Detroit. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Trevor took a big rip at that fastball, and it's 0-2. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Every Nissan designed for people who refuse to settle for less. Take life by the wheel and drive it like you mean it. Visit nissanusa.com or your local dealer. 0-2 on the eve of Marathon Monday. Connor Siebold, who came up with the Red Sox in their farm system, is on the mound. 0-2 to Story, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball. 92. More swing and miss for this Red Sox offense. And there's one away for Wilyer Abreu. I mean, it's a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And for the Red Sox, that is their 9th strikeout. And with one down, here's Wilyer Abreu. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He takes a big rip at a fastball, and it's 0-1. Siebold's been pretty good for the Tigers, a flat 2 ERA. 0-1. Pitch. Abreu, a little cue shot on the third base side. Might be an infield hit. Coming on is Lee. He gloves and throws to first, not in time. So Abreu beats it out down the line. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Fenway Park on a dreary Sunday afternoon. The Red Sox trail 6-1 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's Cedon Rafaela with Abreu at first. Pitch. Cedon loops it foul. Straight back on the first base side. And so it is 0-1. (0-1) to Cedon. Pitch, swing and a miss, fastball, and just like that, it is 0-2. (6-1) Tigers. Siebold bent over at the waist. 0-2 to Rafaela. Here's the pitch. Fouled down the first base side into the seats. And clearly Cedon looking for something different there. He stays in there 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider. And they're 2 away. I I guess maybe there is a carve-out in the rule book that the netting that is over the short walls here at Fenway and other places that is past the bases is sort of treated like a wall, which to me seems really stupid. I mean, it might be the rule as written, but that's ridiculous. I mean, you put netting in to protect the fans, it would be out of play. Here's Caleb Durbin. That is fastball, misses outside, 1-0. So I guess they treat this netting that's above the short walls as if it is an extension of the wall. 1-0. 1 on, 2 out, 6-1 Tigers in the ninth. The pitch is way outside. Abreu's going to take second on defensive indifference. I mean, one of the beauties of baseball is these irregularities, the eccentricities of ballparks. And so Fenway's got short walls down the baselines. They put this netting in to protect fans, and apparently now we're treating netting as if the wall were 10 feet high down those lines. 2-0 to Caleb Durbin. Pitch. High drive into left field, way back there. Green can only watch it carry him off the green. Abreu is going to round third. He will score Durbin into second base standing with an RBI double, and it's 6-2. So Masataka Yoshida will now pinch hit for Narvaez, and that'll bring the Tiger pitching coach out onto the mound. Red Sox staring down the barrel here against the Tigers, trying to avoid dropping 2 of the first 3 in this series and falling 5 games below 500. Shaw's and Star Market have your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games at Boston Stadium. Learn more at shaws.com or starmarket.com/soccer sweep. Seabold's getting a little word from the Tiger pitching coach, and the message is basically, let's not fall behind hitters. We got a 4-run lead. And now Yoshida on for Narvaez. Meyer is on deck. Well, the Red Sox still need 2 more men to reach base to bring the tying run to the plate. And that would be Roman Anthony. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. 6-2 Tigers lead. After the magic of Friday night, the Red Sox have hit a speed bump. The pitch to Massa is a strike on the inside corner. Yoshida was the hero in those Fenway greens. A little chopper into the right side of the outfield. Won the ball game, but his first at bat since then. 0-1. 6-2 Tigers. Pitch. Soft ground ball foul on the first base side, and the Red Sox are down to their last strike. Massa has had an awesome start to the season, batting .310, an on-base average of .474. Not yet homered. No balls and 2 strikes. The set from Seabold, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second. Torres has got it. He throws to first. Ball game over. Red Sox drop another tough one. 6-2 the final. Crochet gives up 4 runs in a decisive 5th inning. And the Red Sox will need to win